But I asked you the question, and it was very simple. Did you criticize Kathy Hochul for the same thing? And you said no. You weren't even aware of it. And then you went and looked it up, and you came back and said essentially nothing. Okay. Okay. If you say so. Uh, Healed, no. No, I'm not. I'm on a different live or different app, and he's not making sense, so it's okay. You always make sense, Healed. Okay, you're not really responding, so it is what it is. All right, I'll mute and then I'll focus on TikTok. What the hell does that say? Bigley, what do you got, Bigley?
Why does it say why do black Americans commit more crimes?
Okay.
That's racist.
It's racist? In which way?
Be,
If I
are
said
you
to
dumb?
you, very much so, yes, absolutely. But if I said to you, black people commit more murder in the United States compared to white people, is that
That's
racist to say that?
racist, you idiot. Yes, it is, bro. Unless that's
How, bro?
actually true, it's racist.
But it is true.
Well, then it's
And
not
you're,
racist. But
can
you
I ask
should
you a
say that.
question? Okay, so why
Hmm.
are you here? Why are you here? How old are you?
Why do you want to know my age? Are you Diddy?
How? Okay, here. Let me just get. Hold on. Let me just flat out just block you. Um, the hell? He is underage. Thank you, Grandma Carson. Things are getting vile in TikTok land. Healed. Listen, that's been it's been vile for a very long time. Healed. I don't understand why you're acting like just got a little bit more vile. That is not the case. It has always been that way and will always be that way. Who the hell's this? Doffy, what do you got?
What's going on, man?
Uh,
Uh,
where are you from?
from the UK. Is that cool?
That's not only cool, that's super cool. Are you a Muslim, Democrat, or Black American?
I am the first one.
You're a Muslim, and tell me what's great about your religion.
It's the truth.
Of course, of course. Can you, if somebody said the pros and cons, let's start with the pros. The pro is it is the truth. What is a con of your religion?
I would say there are no cons.
No cons, nothing.
That's correct.
So if somebody said to you that I've done some research and I want to join a religion, I am lost. I have not found God, and I was thinking about joining Islam,
Mm-hmm.
but the old Google machine tells me there's a whole bunch of terrorist attacks coming from your religion. Not every Muslim is a terrorist, but most terrorist attacks are done by Muslims. How do you defend that?
Okay. I wouldn't say that's a con. I mean, at the end of the day.
No, no, no. I'm so sorry. Don't forget the pro con list. Let's just talk
Okay.
about
Yeah.
how do
How
you
do I
defend
defend that
that.
specific? Yeah, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, at the end of the
yeah.
day, there are some unsavory kuffars out there, and
Uh,
sometimes words aren't enough. Do you know what I mean? You do need to put your money where your mouth is.
put your money where your mouth is. That is what you're saying to defend the amount of terrorist attacks coming from your religion. How does that make sense?
Yes, yes. I mean, at the end of the day, all's fair in love and war.
All right, that was right in my ear. I
So,
like I felt that.
Sorry,
Regardless,
education.
whenever you say love is all, what was it? Love is fair in war, or whatever the fuck it was.
All is fair in
All
love
is
and war.
fair in war. Yes, okay. So, but somebody in your country that just gets on the public transportation and the train system on 7-7, they weren't
Hmm.
at war. The people walking out of the Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, they were not at war. They were enjoying their life.
Every
And
every single
go ahead.
military endeavor has had collateral damage.
What are you talking about? They were not at war. The UK was not at war. Who was Manchester or the UK at war with? What are you talking
There's an
about, bro?
eternal war between the believers and non-believers. At the end of the day,
Okay, there we go. Okay, so there now we're getting somewhere. So you're saying all the non-believers should die.
I mean, they should convert ideally, but if they don't, they should probably not be around anymore.
Oh, hell yeah. So anybody that does not believe in your cult, they should die. They should not be around. If you don't want to say the word die because
So
I
if
know you
you
Muslims
have
are
the
class
option,
acts.
I'll give you. So you have several options. Either you
Uh-huh.
convert, you pay your jizya, or your brown bread. Simple as.
So if you knew hypothetically your best friend, whoever that is, you know them, not me. If you knew that your best friend was at your house and he was leaving your house with a suicide vest on, and you knew he was going to take out non-believers,
Hmm.
would you alert the authorities?
I wouldn't say that I'm a grass is what we call it in the UK. I'm not
I
a
don't know what that
grass.
means. Would you alert the authorities that your best friend has a suicide vest? He's going down to a soccer stadium and he is ready to murder non-believers. Would you?
I'm not a snitch N word. No.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. See, don't you see how that's a problem?
For who?
Oh, I'm sorry.
A problem for who?
Well, no, it's a problem because you guys. What is your name again, Daffy? The ironic thing is there's so many Muslims that come up here, and they try and play this weird peace card. Meanwhile, there's a lot of people that have your mindset, right? All non-believers should be dead and stuff like that. Is that
Do you have an issue with that?
Yes, I do. Very bluntly, yes,
Okay, then
I
why not?
have a
Then
believer.
there's an easy.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
I
explain
mean, the
why I
solution.
have a problem. Let me explain why I have a problem with it.
Go for
Is
it.
just because a person doesn't believe in the same religion as you, or the same political views, or really have the same opinion of you, does not mean anybody should die.
So there's okay. So you have an issue with the fact that certain people, aka myself, have the what's the word belief that if you do not believe in the truth, you should be unalive. The solution to your problem is right there.
But
Convert,
why
convert.
is
If
it
you have an issue, we convert.
okay? But why is it okay? So it's convert or die. Nice. Why is it, Duffy, that no other religion has that mindset?
I don't care. I'm not sure. I don't really care about false religions.
My friend Jackie said, I think he's a fake. Why do you
You
say that,
think I'm a
Jackie?
fake? Do you want to come up, Jackie? He's got they, them, theirs in their bio. That's because there's more than one person on this account.
Wait, I'm sorry?
I've got they, them, theirs in my bio. It's meant to be a joke because there's more than one person on this account.
He's the guy that Dave won't let up. I can't remember his name. What are you talking about, Smudge?
Who the fuck is Dave?
Well, that's me, number one. No, it's not. It's not, bro. What are the list of dudes that don't I say are boring? There's that one guy that's not him. The one that I call little broski. All right, so where do we go from here, Duffy?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Who is the biggest failure? And I'm assuming that
No,
means in
no, no, no.
America.
I just want to zero in on your religion. Do you see how if somebody is not very religious and they're looking for a religion, and you come up here and say the vile things that you do you see how that could be a turnoff?
I think if anyone's shied away by a bit of, do you know what I mean, a bit of blood, a bit of action, then they're not the people that I want in my faith anyway. That they were never really meant to be Muslims anyway.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, you guys just make it so easy. Why is it, Duffy, that so many people from your religion come up here and play victim, that I'm too harsh on Islam, or I speak in a very inaccurate way about some Muslims, when you are saying the exact things that I have been saying on this app for a long time.
I'm
You're
not sure,
you're
but
a you're a flat out terrorist. Okay, if
that's
you're being sincere, if you're a troll, then you're a troll, no big deal. But if you're being even 50% sincere, you're a flat out terrorist.
I've not committed any acts so far. But I mean, you're saying that like oh, why the you first of all, you're gonna ask that. Second of all, I don't really care. You are a kuffar. To me, you second
Of
class
course.
citizen. Like I don't really care what you have to say about my faith. Like you could blaspheme, you could do what you want. Face to face would be a different story. You'd be brown bread, but
Oh, I bitch slap the fuck out of you. I mean,
I'm
I'd
six
have to
five.
pat
I'm
you.
6'5",
I'd
20
have
stone.
to pat you down first, but like for me to even get near you, I'd have somebody pat you down. But I
You'd have someone pat
still
me down.
face to face bitch slap the fuck
I'm
out of you.
6'5", 20 stone. You sound low testosterone. I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
me.
do you know what I mean? I mean, this is. I mean, you're the one who's complaining about those three
What am I
groups taking
complaining
over your
about?
country. Those
Wait,
three groups taking over your country. At the end of the day, the
wait,
reason why
who's
that's the case
taking
is because
over
you
my
won't do nothing
country?
about it.
I'm so sorry. Who's complaining about anybody taking over my country? Who's
Well, who's the
taking
biggest
over?
failure or this or that? I mean, don't
Right,
be
that's the
don't
biggest
be
failure. That's
pedantic.
not taking over my
Don't
country.
be pedantic. At the end
Don't
of the
start
day,
fucking
at the end of the day,
stuttering.
at the end
Okay,
of the day,
the
is that
Republicans
you
rule
choosing
this
up?
country right
There's no.
now.
Don't be
All right,
you're
black
picking up.
Americans are 14% of this country, and Muslims are even a
And they're
smaller
massively
minority.
overrepresented in politics. But the thing is, you're too much of a bitch to do anything about it. You're saying, "Oh, you're so violent." At least I'm willing to believe and stand up for my conviction. Put my
Of
heart where my
course.
mouth is. You won't do that. You won't do that because you're a weak man.
Right, but you understand that for anyone to say, just because you do not have my same beliefs or same opinions, you should die. Do you understand how crazy
Yeah,
that
because
is?
I'm
No?
fucking based. I'm fucking based. I'll
You're
deal with the N
fucking
word.
based.
Do you know what I mean? I'll deal with the N word. Like, if you came to my face, start saying this nonsense, you'd be on the floor very quickly. You can't say the same,
Oh,
bro.
fuck yeah. Yeah. How are Muslims doing in your country, in the UK?
They're living the dream. The
Living
mayors
the
are doing it.
dream.
Do you know what I mean? We're massively overrepresentative in influence. It's like it's kind of
I
crazy.
know, I know. And that's my fear here in the United States. That's my number one fear is the population getting above even 15%. That would be dangerous. Number two, my biggest fear is exactly what happened in the UK is a government that will cover up what these terrorists do. That is a fear of mine. And three, them getting different seats in the government so they can enact whatever bullshit that they dream of. Does that make sense?
Exactly, we're on the same page, but you're too much of a bitch to do anything about it. That's the problem. Like you're saying to me, you would do this. I can't believe you're violent. You would do that. But then at the end of the day, I've got conviction in what I believe in. If you can't lay your life for your beliefs, then you don't really believe in them.
I understand. So I'm a Republican. I'm a like a Donald Trump person. So you're saying that if I'm not willing to kill opposition, then I'm not really a firm believer in what I believe in.
That's correct. That goes for any belief.
Oh.
Big up with the purple paper crane, Heisenberg. Nice one, man.
Who's Heisenberg? Is that your boyfriend?
Is that? Oh, okay, nice. Okay, because he gift me, he's my boyfriend. That's like
No,
really quick and
I
witty.
was. I'm sorry.
That's
Are
like
you?
proper quick and witty, man. Like you're proper like hilarious and that. You're proper on the ball, man. Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand what you just
Do you,
said. To be
do
honest,
you want to get Heisenberg up? Heisenberg, you want to come up?
it sounded like you
Heisenberg's
said.
one of my men.
Is he your lover?
He's in my cell.
He's in your cell. Are you a gay?
Am I a gay?
Yeah. There's nothing
No,
wrong with that. Oh,
no, no.
why hesitate then?
Because I'm confused. Because I've had like I was bi curious at one point, but like I
Oh
know I'm
hell yeah.
definitely straight now.
But isn't
Oh,
that her?
hello.
I'm so.
Who is the American here?
Callie, hold on 1 second, please.
No. I'm not gonna wait 1 second while you badger somebody.
Get the fuck out of here, Callie. You fucking hear me?
Why are you getting like pressure? That's a woman, man. How are you getting like pressure
I
and
don't.
overstimulated by
You
a
think
woman?
I give a flying fuck?
No, but you get
Regardless, wait,
overstimulated by
hold
a
on.
woman, bro. This is why I know you're
Yes,
not bad.
that's me. I got overstimulated by her. She sounded like a
I
ton
mean,
of
you
fun.
clearly did. You out there
But
like rushing to the kick button. Like, it's just a woman, man. Relax, bro.
can you? I ask you a question. Is it not haram to be a gay? in your religion?
As long as you don't act on it. I said I was bi-curious. I didn't say I acted on anything.
So
You know
you
what
thought
curious
about
means?
being, yeah, I guess, yeah, now that you've explained it that way. So what you're saying is you have thought about being a gay and you did not
I've always
follow
liked women.
through.
I've thought about being with a man, not about being gay, but being with a man.
That, oh, okay, you say potato, I say patata. Um, so what have you thought about more, sucking off a dude or killing innocent non-believers?
You know, probably the latter. Like I wouldn't suck off a dude. I'll get sucked off by certain
Probably,
feminine men.
probably. Like
Yeah,
it's
probably
still.
like certain hairless feminine men, probably such as yourself. I'll get sucked off by, but I'll never suck off a dude. No,
Oh, I gotcha. So you have thought about murdering non-believers more than sucking off a dude.
that's correct. Yes.
Okay. Is there a chance that you still go down this road of being a gay?
You talk like a redditor, man. Like, what's with these weird like pauses in your speech, man? It's really awkward, man. Just talk normally, relax,
I'll
man.
be honest. Well, I'll answer you. It intrigues me, and the reason why it intrigues me is somebody as tough as you saying that all non-believers should be dead, and you think about sucking other dudes off. I don't know. That's kind of like an oxymoron to
No, I
me.
don't
But
consider sucking a guy off, but I'd get sucked up. Well, when I was
okay, so you
bi-curious,
have so you have thought about dudes sucking you off.
like a certain feminine men, not like a random
So a
guy, but
man.
like
So you have
like a
thought about
femboy,
men sucking you off.
a
Thank you, John.
femboy.
What the fuck?
Do you
What
know
is
what
wrong
a
with you?
femboy is?
No, tell me, teach me.
A femboy is like a very effeminate, like young man.
Why did you throw the word young in there? How old are you?
I'm like mid-20s.
Okay, so you have thought about a young. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What for?
Well,
For
let's recap.
having
One.
attraction.
Okay. Well, let me answer my own question. What is wrong with you? One, you're a fucking terrorist. That's number one. Number two, your words, not mine. You have thought about young boys sucking you off. That's weird. No.
You can't help your thoughts. You can't control your thoughts.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I'm hoping to God you're a troll. If not, you're the type of person that obviously is a danger to society, right? Not only the whole terrorist side of you, but also the little boys thing. It's kind of weird.
Not little boys. I said young men. I said
Okay,
young
young
men.
men. Oh, of course, no problem.
I will never get with anyone in single digits. I'm not weird like that.
Okay, so 10 and above, you're good.
I need more context than that.
What the fuck? So you are trolling.
What do you mean?
Would you
Well,
hook
what?
up?
Because I don't go with your Western mainstream narrative. I'm a troll.
Yeah,
No,
how crazy am I? I'm in the West. Nobody wants to hook up with 10-year-olds. How crazy?
you're just a moralist. You're just like some weird,
A
like right wing,
moralist.
like
Yeah, yeah,
moralist.
we'll call it that. All right, so you're the pedophile and I'm a moralist. I will take that anytime.
No, but it's just like you're out there, like trying to get brownie points from who? Are you a Christian? Are you atheist? Do you believe in anything?
I used to be one. I used to be a Muslim
So
and
you're ex-Muslim.
correct.
Well, you know the punishment for that.
Uh yes, that's why I had to leave my village.
Okay, so are you Christian now, or are you
I'm not
atheist?
really religious right now.
So you don't believe in anything. So what? You should have any morals anyway. Why are you being a moralist? Like you
Well,
should.
okay, so you're saying because I don't believe in a higher power or don't believe in God or a religion, I should abandon the whole like let's not sleep with kids thing? Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm saying like I was the other way around. So I'm quite similar to you, but I went the other way. So I didn't have a faith, and then I had a faith. And when I didn't have a faith, I mean, there's no objectively. I'm assuming that you. This is assumption. You correct me if I'm wrong. That you don't believe there's a inherent point in life. There's no inherent point in life. You should live like a hedonist and just do whatever makes you happy. And if doing stuff to people
Do you
that are,
understand how
how
fucked
do I
up you
word this?
sounded in the head?
Excuse me.
You were not a Muslim your whole life.
Not a
Uh,
practicing one. No. Well,
I got you.
in name only.
All right, and how long have you been practicing your religion?
Since I went to prison,
Makes sense. How long ago was that?
about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And When did you last think about sucking off dudes?
I've never thought about sucking off
Oh,
dudes.
I'm sorry, a dude sucking you off.
I don't know. Probably after that. I mean, you can't really control your thoughts.
I got you. So you went to prison, you got out, and just randomly you thought about dudes sucking you off.
No, I thought that about my whole life. Like I've always had I like women primarily, but I've always been attracted to certain effeminate men.
Have you ever hooked up with a dude?
I don't really want to talk about my love life on TikTok.
Have
Not
you
what I've been
I'm not
practicing
going to
now.
ask how many dudes you've sucked off, but how many have you hooked up with at least one dude?
Some may say.
I got you. So did this happen while you were in prison?
Now we don't have that culture in UK prison. Like, like holding pockets and that. We don't really have that there. But like in my like younger days, I have like, do you know what I mean? Been with a femboy, not like a proper guy, but like a femboy.
Okay, but did you suck any, or did you hook up with anybody? Did you hook up with anybody while in jail?
No. That's when I got on my deen. That's when I got on my faith, bro.
I understand. So, what percentage, if we had to just divide it up, what percentage of you flat out terrorist versus a gay?
The 0% of me that's GAY. Like I would be like a top, like a masculine top.
No. Oh, no way. No way. No. 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 You would not.
Are you sure?
Regardless.
I'm a
So, are
very
you saying?
large man.
Okay. So you were saying 100% terrorist, 0% a gay.
I don't like the term T-ist. I'm a freedom fighter.
A freedom fighter, of course. Of course. That's still gay. Exactly, Jen.
That's the okay, Jen. You wouldn't say that in the box. Don't think it's beneath me to lay hands on a woman.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Leave her be.
Leave her.
Leave
Be.
her.
This is what I mean.
Just leave her be.
I'm not a
Okay.
power bomb. No.
Eh, and I should really just save this conversation for people like people that come up here and say all Muslims are great. You're not.
Oh no, I don't have yo baby daddy's approval, seal of approval. Okay, nice one, man.
Do you think a normal human being listening to you would approve of a lot of the shit that you say?
What's a normal? Again, you're an atheist. You have no moral fucking backbone. Like, what's a normal human being? You,
I don't know. Hopefully, a normal human being is defined by somebody that doesn't want people that disagree with him dead, and I don't know, maybe not want to sleep with children just to start.
you said the children thing, not me. Can you even
Well,
define a child? Define a child by
well,
your kuffar terms.
would you hook up with somebody that was 10 years old?
Matt, what? What do you mean, boy or girl?
What? Like we could just stop there. We don't even have to go down the fact that the answer is not instantly, of course not. That you're the problem.
But like in a marriage setting, if it was a girl and it was a marriage setting, and our beliefs lined up, she had a good temperament. She was, do you know what I mean?
Are you talking about? Wait, what?
I'm talking about like if we were Islamically married and she was of a good temperament, and we had similar hobbies and interests. Do you know what I mean? What do you
Unbelievable.
mean a boy? Like I wouldn't get with a 10-year-old boy. No, that's wrong.
12-year-old boy?
I wouldn't get with a boy. Full stop.
Fucking weirdo, bro. Where? What do you got? Where?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hello. What do you got?
Oh, man, this guy's blowing my mind because, I went to Afghanistan and Iraq. Hey, Duffy, have you spent any time in the Middle East?
No, I've not. No.
Okay, then this is making a lot of sense because just for the simple things that you said, you would be thrown off of a building, right? You would be killed by your own people that worship a false god such as Muhammad.
I mean, Muhammad's not a god; he's a prophet. But yeah, I mean, if that was
Okay, well,
case,
he's still false. He still married a 6-year-old, and then
people
made
fall
love
in
with a
love and get
9-year-old.
married all the time. What are you talking about? You
No,
weirdo.
well, yeah, over there. You think that's moral?
What? Falling in love and getting
Yeah.
married
Well,
is
when I
moral.
was in
Yes.
Afghanistan, they were parading around little boys that they were molesting too. You think that's moral?
And why didn't you do nothing about it then?
Because I'm a soldier, and so rules of engagement. I wasn't allowed to do anything about it.
You wasn't allowed, okay, because someone told, because Army
Oh
told you
no!
not to
Oh
do it.
no!
You didn't do it.
Okay. So if Muhammad himself said Jesus Christ, everything that Jesus has done and said is correct.
Mm-hmm.
So if Muhammad said that, with that
Mm-hmm.
being in your mind,
Go for it.
okay, with that being in your mind, so if Jesus was 100% correct and Jesus said, "I am the Son and I am God." And I am, before Abraham. So if Muhammad said that Jesus was right, and Jesus said that he is God, so I'm
Can you
trying
just
to
get to the
understand your
question?
logic. Why would you want to be? Why would you want to be a Muslim? How many terrorist attacks have happened since 2001?
Not enough.
64,000, all Muslim. 64,000.
Not enough.
You know how many Christian and Jews? 0.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So how is not enough? I'm not understanding.
Not
What?
enough,
What?
as in, like, we need to put you lot to the sword, man. Do you know what I mean? We need to
Well,
lay
you
out
ain't putting
stake
me
on
to
the
the
sand.
sword because you got locked up in prison for being an idiot.
I got locked up. Yeah, exactly. And I got hard. I was in and out of prison since I was 15, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not a
Well,
Joey.
that's great, and oh, awesome. That doesn't scare me at all because I'm a war fighter and you're just a prisoner.
You're not a war fighter, bro. So you're against. So you're against Bachabazi. You know what Bachabazi is? You're against those tribal customs of Afghanistan, but you watch them happen. You don't have any like moral convictions. You were too scared to do anything. You
Oh,
said
you don't tell.
quotation marks.
Oh,
You weren't allowed.
scared. Yeah, scared. Yeah, if I would have pulled the trigger in that instance, yeah, I would have been put in prison, just like you.
There you go. You're scared of prison because I've been in prison. Oh,
Okay,
what
so that's
conviction you
still not
have?
a logical. That's still not logical.
Of
So
course,
you're gonna sit here and say that you would dating or marrying a young child or a teenager, and for the simple fact that you said that you were gay, it makes me lead me that you're just being a troll, man. Because if you're
I've
a true
never once said I was
Muslim,
gay. Never once
if
said I was gay.
if you're a true Muslim, dude, they would kill you.
I've never once said I was gay. I said prior to getting onto the
It
path
doesn't
of
matter. Even
Islam, I was quite
mentioning
curious.
that, man. Well, go. You really need to travel to the Middle East because you'd become a Christian or an atheist really fast.
I mean, maybe you're right, and they would throw me off a building,
Oh,
but
I am right. I've been there.
I don't care about any Middle Eastern government. What I do care about is Islamic law. Islamic law,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's
because I'm
let's let's
reverted.
go let's go around. How come there were over 1,400 grapes in Britain alone since whenever y'all opened up the borders? It's
I
just
don't know.
like husbands, fathers, brothers, cousins, all in a big graping group, just wandering around Britain, just grabbing the first 14-year-old girl they
Maybe,
could grab.
if those women and girls were covered up adequately, that would have happened.
Oh, you got to be trolling. There's just no way your
Why? Because I've
mindset's
got a
like
different
this.
opinion than you. I'm a troll.
It's just your mindset's radical.
That's your opinion. I don't care about the opinion of the kuffar.
The opinion of what?
Of the kuffar, the
Yeah.
disbeliever, the infidel.
Oh, there we go. But in my belief that I'm, even though, so you think that I'm an infidel and I should, be put to the sword. But in my belief, I believe that you're worth saving and you're a human being.
I
Can
don't
can,
care
can you
about
kind
your
of see the
hippie
difference
Christian
between
values.
being a Muslim and a Christian?
I don't care about your hippie Christian values.
Yeah, well, I just explained to you. Mohammed said everything he said is correct. Jesus said, I am God. So is Mohammed wrong or is
No, it's
Jesus
because
wrong?
the Bible you
Or
got
do
is
you
corrupt.
even read the Quran?
Of course I do. So the Bible that you guys have got is
Mhm.
corrupted. But let me educate you on something.
Oh, that's the first thing all Muslims say. The Bible hasn't changed since the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is 600 years older than your false god or false prophet Muhammad.
Okay, that's fine. But there was a certain Austrian painter, and he said something. He said he wished the Germanic
Oh
people.
God, you know
He said
somebody
he wished the
just
Germanic people were followers of
somebody said
Islam.
something whenever there's actual proof that it hasn't changed since the Dead Sea
No, no,
Scrolls,
no.
which is much older than
I'm gonna
Muslims.
enlighten you on something. If you don't interrupt me, you'll find out. So there was a certain Austrian
Because
painter.
you've been wrong this entire time.
Okay, there was a certain Austrian painter in the 1940s Germany, and he said something. He wished the Germanic people were
Oh,
born Muslim
1940s in
and
Germany
not.
was a great time.
Yeah, and he wished the Germanic people were born Muslim and not Christian because he said Christianity was a weak faith, and it is a weak faith.
Okay, so what makes it weak?
Just like he said, I love you, man. I want what's best for you, man. No, Jesus loves
Yeah.
you. Jesus, you know what I mean? Whereas me, I put a machete to your throat like that, boy.
No, you would get strangled with my bare hands. Tell you the truth.
I'm 6'5",
So
20
there's
stone.
no bullshit. I
I'm a
don't care
very.
how big you think you are.
Let me come on camera.
So you know there was a
I'm a
different
very
you know there
large
was a
man.
different 9/11, right?
I'm a very large man.
It doesn't matter. You know there was a different 9/11, right? In the 1600s, whenever all Muslims were pushed back to the Middle East.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, that's the truth. Do you read where the Muslims pushed all the way across the Middle East and then all the way into Spain and were beheading Christians? I mean, does that that doesn't and then now the Muslims are pretending to be our friends just to get into society, just to turn around and start raping everybody and stabbing people? And you don't see the fallacy behind that. You're just too stupid to understand and actually pay attention.
Are you talking about the Reconquista?
Yeah,
What's your
basically
point?
coming back to seize all the lands that the Muslims tried to seize before, but then they got their butt kicked like they always do.
You win some, you lose some. Look at
So
Constantinople.
no, y'all lose all the time.
Look at Constantinople.
Why do you think Baghdad looks the way it does?
Who
Why
won
do you
9
think
out of 10?
all of the
Who won
Middle
9 out
East
of 10
looks the way it
crusades?
does?
Who won 9 out of 10 crusades?
Oh yeah, and then I'm reading Jen. Hey Jen, yeah, you're right. Muhammad was gay because he got rode by those men that night. Like he literally like gave up his booty to 10 freaking men.
That was a metaphor.
Oh bull crap.
But at the end of the day, like
Okay, so you believe all the weird retarded shit in the Quran, but then you don't believe whenever your prophet was a homosexual.
that is correct. I mean, it's fine. You can say this face to face. I know you would
And a
lower your gaze.
pedophile.
Face to face, you would lower your gaze.
No, I wouldn't, dude. I'm American. You're British, dude. I would jack you,
You would
up.
lower
You
your
don't
gaze
even
like you did against
understand.
them.
One of us actually went to combat. And then
Listen,
the
you would
other
lower your
person
gaze
has
like you did
daddy
with them boy
issues.
fuckers in Afghanistan. You lowered your gaze then. You didn't do nothing because you were scared
I
of
didn't
prison.
lower-
You just told me that.
Lowered my
a very
gaze.
weak
You don't
man.
understand the rules of engagement because you're still sitting in your mom's house.
Rules of engagement. I don't believe. Not listen. There's only one man that can tell me what to do,
Oh,
and that's
yeah?
the God himself, the Lord himself, bro. No man on earth is gonna tell me what to do, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just bigger. I'm just larger than you and stronger than you.
You know what? You are breathtaking. You're funny.
Don't flirt with me, bro.
You're making me laugh.
You know what I mean? You all
Dude,
talking
you gotta
shit.
go over there. You gotta go over there. You gotta go check that shit out, man. I'm sure they would welcome you with open arms. See how big
I'm
and
planning
tough
a
you
trip
are.
to Iraq.
Oh, you should. Oh yeah,
Meet
go
up with
right
some
in
brothers
there. And make sure you mention how gay you are whenever you walk up too.
I'm not gay though.
Mm.
You know, anything I did as a non-Muslim doesn't count. You know that, right?
Oh, it does count over there.
I don't know. Even if it did,
It's because I've been there. You haven't, so you definitely don't know.
But let's say hypothetically it does. What's your point? I don't get. These are
You're gonna get thrown off a building.
man-made governments.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, but these are man-made governments.
Doesn't
they
matter.
don't have the
The
mandate
government
of
doesn't
Allah. These are
control the
man-made
individual
governments.
person over there.
You know what I mean? In the book itself, as long as you repented for your sins, you're chilling.
How do you repent?
I've repented. I've reverted to Islam. I've gone onto my faith.
Okay,
I'm no longer
so did you ask for forgiveness and then you just quit doing like all your sins?
Yes, I don't do it anymore. This
Okay,
is stuff I used to do on you.
killing somebody is not a sin in the Quran?
No, it's not a sin. No.
And that doesn't strike you as weird or
Not
wrong.
necessarily. Sometimes there are people
So
that
what
need to
made
be
you
unalive.
convert?
It was
What
in
made you
prison.
go, this is a great religion where we just take swords and rape everybody?
It was in prison. I met a
Rape
Yemeni
everybody.
brother. I met a Yemeni brother who taught me about the faith.
Yeah, well, it's the faith that's absolutely like attacking. Yeah, look at Australia. I mean, like seriously, you're okay with that?
At the end of the day, that's what you said. You were a soldier. You
One
talk
of
about
one of them was yeah, a soldier doesn't go if a soldier protects the weak, not just run around and just start blasting Holocaust survivors and children.
the Holocaust. What do you mean? I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
really
that's what they did. One of them was a Holocaust survivor.
you
that
believe
got-
in the Holocaust? Really? It's almost 2026, and you believe in the Holocaust? Really?
Where did you even get that from? I said over in Australia, a Holocaust survivor was unalived because of Muslim terrorist groups.
Yeah, but you believe in the for there to be a Holocaust survivor implies that you believe in the Holocaust that it actually
Yes, it actually happened. What are you trying to get at?
What have you got? What you got? This guy that he believes in the Holocaust. Like this guy don't know nothing.
The Holocaust actually happened, dude.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
You
so
believe-
the Jews, so 6 million were not unalived.
Nowhere
Put
near.
it round
It was
up in
two-
camps.
I'll give
Do
you
you
the.
even know this part of history?
I'll give you the figure. It was 271,000. 6 million is a figure is a racket made by.
Oh
the
no, it
Germans.
was 12 million total if you include non-whites and Russians.
At the end of the day, if the Germans want to clean up their country, they want to clean up their country.
Okay.
It didn't
And they
happen, but
also
it
would
should
have
have.
cleaned you up too if you were there.
What's your point? At least they've got conviction in their beliefs. I respect that a lot more than all this hippie stuff you're coming out with.
Hippie stuff. This is Christian stuff. This isn't hippie stuff.
It's against rules of engagement. I can't do anything. I can't intervene. Do you know what I mean? Like, I much prefer
You're an
mustache man.
okay. You don't understand the rules of engagement because you think you just go over there like Rambo and just start mowing everybody down.
I'm
That's
saying the
what you
rules of
think.
engagement is a pussy social construct invented by the West. If I went to
Well,
war,
you're a pussy British dude that switched over to being a Muslim because you're a fucking coward. How's that
what
make
I'm
you
saying,
feel?
if I was at war, bro, everyone would get it. There'll be no survivors. How about that?
No, not everybody. Would you shoot kids?
Are there combatant kids?
Are
Are
combatant or
Are they
non-combatant?
enemy
Would
children?
you?
Are these enemy children?
Oh yeah. So you would. So since you're Muslim, you would go over. You basically would be fighting your own country.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in war crimes. The concept of a war crime.
Oh man, I just got flagged for hate speech. Go figure.
You need to be more careful with your words, bro. With your verbiage.
Can I just say, I'm on two different lives. On TikTok, I have an idiot. Why did that dude get reported? What did he say?
I don't know. He said. I think he did say the R slur, so it might have been that.
Okay,
The
regardless.
algorithm does pick up on it.
All right, listen, it's Christmas morning on TikTok. I have somebody saying that he's essentially a gay. He's
Not
okay
gay.
with non-believer. Okay, you have thought about guys sucking you off, correct?
A feminine man sucking.
A man. Okay. Oh, all right. So you have thought about a man sucking you off. That's a fact.
Effeminate.
Okay. Is that person a man or not?
Biologically, yeah.
So you have thought about a man sucking you off? Of course, biologically.
You clearly don't know what a femboy is.
Okay, no problem. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's not. Honestly, you're thinking about a man sucking you off. All right, and I don't judge. I have a gay friend or two. All right, that's number one. You're saying all non-believers should die, and then I have an idiot on another app saying that everybody in the Trump administration should be taken out. What is wrong with you guys? It's Christmas morning.
I stopped celebrating Christmas a long time ago.
You don't celebrate Christmas. So what do you... Okay. So wait, is there no Christmas in your religion? Like, what is the closest thing to it?
Probably Eid.
And what is that?
That's like the day that Abraham was gonna sacrifice his son.
Okay. And when is that? Not this month, it's a different time of the year?
No, it changes every year. It pushes back 11 days. Like it follows a lunar calendar, so it's not a certain date.
Okay, when is the next Eid? Like
I
what
ain't,
month
I ain't got a
approximately?
clue, bro. I ain't got a Scooby.
What does Scooby mean?
Like, I ain't got a clue.
Oh, okay. So, do you talk like this if you were, I don't know what you do for work, but if you were around normal human beings that were not Muslim, would you talk like this at work or around other family
I
members?
don't really. So I meet up with my. I told you about that guy I met in prison. I meet up with my little splinter cell sometimes. We meet up. I don't work. I'm on
So
PIP. It's like
your boyfriend from jail you still talk to?
he's not my boyfriend, but yeah, I speak to my splinter cell. Yeah, my group
Well,
leader.
the group leader, and what group did he lead?
So it's like how do I explain it? It's like a unit,
Okay,
but I don't work. I'm on disability. PIP we call it disability. Like, do you
okay.
know what I mean? Mental health and stuff.
So
So I'm just
you're certified a little bit crazy.
no. In the UK, you could get that for anything. You just tell them like, "Oh, I'm a bit depressed," and they'll just give you money. I'm
Oh,
not. I'm
okay.
not, I'm not joking. Like, you don't need to just say I'm a little bit down, and they'll give you money for
Imagine
life.
that Muslims taking advantage of the system. So okay,
I
go
will
ahead.
extract every single penny I can from the kuffar state.
Gotcha. And take out as many kufars as you can.
When the time comes, I've not done anything of that nature as of yet, but
Have you
things are being
thought? Go ahead. Go ahead. Things are.
things are. You know what I mean? Talks are happening all the time. Do you know what I mean? We're in contact with a group from Yemen.
Oh, all right. And when you talk to the people from Yemen, what are they saying?
I mean, obviously, because you need to remember the Yemenis, certain
Uh
groups
huh.
in the Yemenis are getting funded by the Qataris. If you know anything about Qatar, it's a very rich oil nation. So we do
Mm-hmm.
get funding from there as well.
And are those people trying to get you to carry out an attack in London or somewhere in the UK?
You're asking a lot of questions like you're wired up.
No, I'm not wired up. No, not at all. But I am curious on you're the one that brought up talking to people in Yemen.
Well, there's no like. Surely we disagree a lot, but we probably agree with the sentiment. There's no such thing as a free ticket. There's no such thing as a free meal. Do you know what I mean?
As you're living off your government. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but I have to lie about my like mental health to do that. I'm saying like these Yemenis aren't gonna be sending me money for no reason.
I got you. So you basically, what is your price? Like if they say it's 50,000, is that enough? If they say we'll give you payments of $5,000 a month to whoever your second person is,
No.
what
It's not like that. I'm not doing
what
it
is
for
it?
money, but they give
Oh, of
us
course,
money to like upkeep our lifestyles, buy materials. We have like a little community center.
of course.
Like I'm not. I don't use it to like just chill. It's not like no. I'm not a mercenary. What you? No, man. No. I believe in this
Okay,
shit.
but so why do you talk about what do you guys talk about when you communicate with the people in Yemen? What the hell are you guys talking about? Is it just like, hey, happy Monday, everybody, or is
Just like
it?
strategies.
Gotcha,
Well, I don't speak Arabic, so yeah, he doesn't really communicate with me. But it gets It's like a chain of command kind of thing.
gotcha. I understand. And what you talk to somebody like one of your mates or whatever, and they talk to somebody in Yemen, and then they translate it to you.
Yeah, in Arabic, Yemenis Arabic, and they translate it to me in English. Yes.
Understood. And when was the last time you spoke with them?
We meet up usually every Friday.
You guys meet up where at the center?
It's like a little community center thing. We meet up every Friday after mosque, after Friday prayers.
Uh
You know what I
huh.
mean? We'll get like a pizza in or something, and just like you do with any other normal mates. Like outside of this, I'm a pretty normal guy, bruv. Like
Of course, except whenever I hang out with my mates, it's like, hey, let's watch the Steelers or let's have a couple beers. In your case, it's like let's plan to take out the non-believers.
we watch football, well, real football, not hand egg. We watch
I understand you're a soccer
soccer.
fan. Well, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not gonna sit here and debate soccer versus football. But that do you see the difference? We sit down and watch a football game and stuff like that. We don't sit down and talk about getting sucked off by other dudes and potentially taking out
I'm
non-believers.
not told. Why would I tell them not about that shit, man? That's
Oh, so
weird.
your friends do not know you're a gay.
I'm not gay. I was bi curious. I
Okay,
was bi
your
curious.
friends don't know that you have thought about getting sucked off by
I
a
like
dude,
women. I sleep primarily with women. I love women.
primarily.
And as in the past, there's
Right,
certain again. I'm not gonna keep saying it. Certain effeminate men, young men, hairless young
young
men,
man.
do it for me. Certain. It's not like I wouldn't get with like a normal big bearded bloke, bro. It'll have to be like you know what I mean. Certain. It's called Google femboy. Google femboy. You see what I'm talking about?
Interesting. Okay, so just to be clear, just regardless of what the title is, it's still a dude.
Biologically, they do have a cock and
Biologically
bollocks.
a dude. Okay, so okay. All right, great. But so you guys meet up every Friday at the center, and have you ever been close to following through on an attack?
At the end of the day, a lot of it is you need to realize if you do something like that, you're either, you know what I mean, brown bread yourself, or you can be put in prison the rest of your life. So if you're gonna do it, you need to do it properly. You need to wait for a good opportunity.
Right. And if you were to follow through with it, it's going to be something where I am I correct in saying this that if somebody is willing to carry out an attack, that they're going to die during that attack,
It
correct?
depends, man. There's ways you could get away with it, but if push comes to shove, I'm willing to put my life on the line for my beliefs. Unlike you, which we've
Right.
just
Yes, I'm
decided
not.
earlier, I'm willing to put my life
Okay,
on the line.
of course. So if you were to follow through with an attack, you would make sure that either A, you have a good getaway plan, or B, you instantly die, correct?
If that happens, that happens. But at the end of the day, I'm not unaliving without cracking a few eggs with me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Understood. Ha- have you ever came close to actually carrying out an attack?
September 13th, not too long ago, there was a march led by Tommy Robinson. So, things were planned. Unfortunately, shipments were late. The logistics didn't line up, but there was a very good chance we could have finally made our mark on history.
And was that plan involving taking out Tommy?
That plan was involved in making a mark on history. I'm not stupid, bruv. We do have a, you know what I mean, a resident solicitor. Do you know what I mean? I'm not out here to incriminate myself. And I know there's people watching this live that are wired up.
I can assure you I'm not wired up, but
You might not
uh,
be, but I know there's people out here like wired up and all sorts.
yeah, I mean, come on, it's just TikTok. Who gives a fuck? But September 13th was the last time you were close. Is there something? Is there another day where
You need to
Tommy's
bide your
doing a
time, man.
rally?
You can't, like I said, you get one shot, one opportunity. Like Eminem
Of
said, bro.
course.
You can't rush this
Eminem did
shit.
say that. Yes, you got one shot. All
You
right.
can't rush
So
this shit, man.
okay. So at some point soon, you'll have a decision to make. Do you carry out what people from Yemen are telling you to do or wanting you to do, or you pussy out?
I wouldn't
Uh,
pussy out, man. I've got no like kids, I've got no missus, I've got nothing holding me back to this temporal world.
right. So because of that, you're not gonna pussy out. You would follow through on whatever said mission is.
I pray to Allah, but I do some things that are evil.
Have you ever thought about just doing things yourself, not waiting for directions from fucking Yemen?
That's not how a chain of command works, bro.
I got you.
Get
I got you. So
get
you have
get
to
that
you
get
have to
that
follow
veteran
through
there.
with
He'll
them.
tell you there's a chain of like, I'm just one guy, bro. I'm just one guy. I'm a Jack Jones. Like there's not much I could do by myself. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No, I understand. What see what bothers me is if you are true to yourself, you don't need to really follow others' directions. But I guess for the safety of the UK, it is good because are you taking a piss right now, bro?
On mute.
I mean, the I mean, what are we doing? Literally, I have somebody on one app saying that okay, whatever happens with that, I have somebody on this app saying everybody in the Trump administration should be taken out now. And then this guy is saying, look, I'm a believer in my religion. I we talked to people from Yemen. September 13th was going to be the day, but some shipments came in late. I mean, who should get injected with AIDS? Okay, that makes sense. That because that's the problem right now. I'm the problem. So anyway, so is there anything you guys have in mind? Hey, do you ever come to the States, Duffy?
I've never been to the States, man. I would like to go someday, but I've never been to the States.
Right. Do you travel a lot?
I've been through a lot of Europe. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been to Yemen to meet up with your mates?
No, like I told the other guy, I've never been to the. I've been to Turkey. I don't know if you want to class that as. I've been to Turkey and Pakistan, but I've never been to the Middle East.
Right. All right. Very intriguing. My friend D Light, I'm sure she has a couple questions. Let's see what she says. D
You
Light,
like
how are
speak
you,
up?
love?
Oh my God, I'm on here.
Are you just waking up?
Yes.
Good morning, D Light. I'll drop
I'm,
you, baby. What? Go
bye,
ahead.
honey. Bye.
All right, bye, baby. All right. So that's D Light, everybody. So I'll be honest with you, Duffy. I think a lot of people are surprised by the things that you're saying. Me personally, I am not surprised. And the reason why I say that is there's a lot of people, unfortunately, not only in the UK, but in sleeper cells here in the United States, that are communicating nonstop with people in countries like Yemen. And it is worrisome.
It's worrisome what that people are communicating. We're communicating, and you're in another country.
Wait, say that again?
I said we're communicating, and you're in another country.
Right, but do you understand how just somebody coming in off the TikTok streets listening to this conversation is like, holy fuck?
You know what? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
You're right. There's people in the comments. Oh, he's a lunatic. He's dangerous. He's
right.
this. He's that. There's an odd person that will listen and be like, you know what? This guy has got conviction. He knows what he believes in, and he's willing to put his life on the line. Maybe this guy speaks sense, and then people will come into the fold. People are coming into the fold all the time. Katie in the comments, big up Katie. She's one of them. I'm living the
hmm
dream, Katie.
But can I just say this? The one thing you said is, and I think this is a big factor for people like yourself, is you have nothing going for you, right? You're living off the government. You probably don't have, a lot of friends. You're not big into doing normal shit. And that's what has led you down this road of talking to people in Yemen about possibly doing damage to non-believers. Like that is a factor to this, no?
That's with every single army. Majority of armies are made of unmarried, childless men, young men. What point are you trying to make?
So if you're in your 20s, you said, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so you're a young man. So why not go out there, get a good paying job, make something of yourself instead of talking to people in Yemen?
Because why am I gonna work for this kuffar system? Do you know what I mean? When I want to take it down, why would there be another cog in the machine?
But are all your inner circle, whoever is within it, aren't some of them married with kids or have a great
Some of them, yeah,
job?
some of the older ones, yeah, that is correct. But I
Right.
don't want nothing to tie me down, bro. I'm married to the cause.
So, but your cause is basically murdering non-believers. That seems like that's what your cause is.
No, of course not. It's nothing personal. I've got nothing against you as a human being. Like, I don't like the fact that you keep calling me GAY, but I've got nothing against you as a person. It's just
That's the
it's
problem. That's
war.
what you're offended by.
Yeah, because I'm not. No, because I'm not fucking GAY. I don't allow women, bro.
I got you, but you have thought about getting sucked off by a man, a
By
femman.
by a femboy.
A
It's specifically the
femboy.
term I
Okay.
used.
Interesting. Okay, so right now, sitting here, we're about to start 2026. Is your goal in 2026 to murder non-believers flat out?
I don't know if it will happen this year, man. It is like, bro, you think it's like a little thing, like you just go and just like go to a, you know what I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
a square and just like, it's not like that, bro. There's so much behind it, so many, like you need to, you're putting your, it's not even about how many people you unalive, it's about the mark that you make. Do you know what I mean? You want it to like echo through history. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but unfortunately, the more non-believers you take out, the more you stand out when it comes to history.
Exactly. That
Unfortunately.
is correct. That is correct, 100%. But like, what day you do it, like who's there? Do you know what I mean? Like, so many things go towards it. Do you know what I mean? Everything needs to like security. Like, there's so much things involved. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever came close to doing something, but like something got you said September 13th because of shipments or whatever, but because of security or maybe somebody got caught or whatever, have you ever had a plan in place
So
to
far, we've
execute?
eluded any kind of national, international authority.
Wait, say that again?
As of now, we've eluded any national, international agency.
Right. Okay.
Like, bro, like you're thinking like it's just some like you got this image in your head that it's just some like ragheads in like a desert. Like it's not like that at all, bro. Like we've got like
No,
a
no. I that's just so you know, that's not what I think. I think it is normal human beings that on a random Saturday they're watching an EPL match with their mates, and then the following Tuesday they're flying a plane into a building.
yeah. No one
That's
calls
that's
EPL
not
football.
just so you know. I'm not. I don't have that impression. I think there are so many people just like you, not only in your country but throughout the world. That's
Yeah, yeah,
something.
but like in the
Go ahead.
sense that like as in it's a lot more organized than that. As in like we'll have like a PR team that tells us what we can't and can't say. Like, I'll say
Hmm.
PR team is one guy, but it's you know what I mean. Like we've got I know we know how to elude the authorities. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, of course. Is the PR guy? Is he in Yemen or is he there in the UK?
He's in the UK.
And then what? He gives you talking points to make sure things you say and don't say or places to avoid.
100%. Like this TikTok thing, like it's not like this is intentional. Do you know what I mean? Like if I go live myself, I'll jump in boxes. I'll spread the good word. Do you know what I mean? I've been chosen for this role because I am charismatic. Do you know what I mean? This is a whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
What is your when you say this is my role? What is your role?
As in, like I'm quite like what's the word? But we all do it. But it's kind of like when you branch out. You know what I mean? You try to get a big up Smurf. You try to get like new members on board and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Understood. So do you feel that whenever you join a broadcast like this and you talk the way that you do, are people messaging you like I want to join the movement or no? You
You'd
don't
be
even know.
surprised, bruv. You seen people come
Really?
in and like gift me and like say
Of
hello,
course.
bro. Like you know what I mean? Like trust me, 90% of people, nice one, Kate. 90% of people think, oh, he's a TEist. He's a threat to national security. He's a
Right.
lunatic. But then some people be listening. You know what? This guy, he's speaking sense. He sounds happy. He sounds like he knows something that other people don't know, and that's
Of
how they
course.
get involved in the fold.
I
I
got
was the
you. So
exact same, bro. I was like you. I didn't care about nothing, bro. I used to just like, you know, what I mean, get pissed, scratch my ass. You know what I mean? Not care about
right.
anything. I had nothing to live for.
Right. I got you. So you have people from TikTok DM'd you directly said I want in. I want to take out non-believers.
People from several online platforms have
Uh-huh.
come into the unit. Yes.
You profit off of it? Like whenever let's say they send you funds to go pick up materials for whatever you're building or trying to do, do you get to pocket some of that money?
No, no, bro. I'll do this for the love of the game. No, I'll do this because this is the truth, bro. Like I don't, no, no. I'm not a mercenary. I told you that. I'm not a grifter, man. Do you know what I mean?
Right, of course. Of course. But so they send you money and say, "Look, go get these materials and get this ready." it's just normal everyday shit, I'm sure. Like I don't know if you guys have Home Depot over there or a hardware store wherever you
We do have
go.
hard. We have B&Q. Our Home Depot is like B&Q.
Right. So they send
Big
you
up
the
Lee.
funds. Well, go ahead.
So just thank you so much for a gift. Yeah, go on.
So what? They send you the money to go get materials for whatever you're planning.
Nah, not me. I don't really do that. We've got a guy who does that kind of stuff. I'm not really good with the like practical, hands-on approach with the materials and the how do I say this? The manufacturing. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah. So you're not building the shit. You would be the one that uses the shit that they build to carry it out.
Inshallah.
Understood. So if somebody called you from Yemen and said, "Look, I want you to go down to a soccer stadium, whoever's playing in the EPL this weekend, and it is a fact that there's not going to be that much
Big up
security."
Heisenberg with the purple paper crane. Nice one, man. Sorry, go on. Yeah, football
Of
stadium.
course.
Yeah.
Would you go down to that football stadium and do whatever they tell you to do?
Uh, depends who's playing, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, at the end of the day, football. Believe it or not, obviously you saw what happened with Ariana Grande, Manchester 16. That
Hmm.
was a good one, but stadiums aren't ideal places. It's the way that because obviously you have this whole sloping thing in the stadium. You don't
Right.
get a good catchment with that, but the stadiums are designed like that purposely to kind of minimize any casualties.
But wasn't Ariana Grande, wasn't that when they were leaving the concert?
Was it okay? Yeah, yeah. Leaving the
I
concert. Yeah.
I don't I'm not 100% sure on that, but that is my worry here in the States or over where you're at in the UK is you have a soccer or a football or a baseball match ending and you have 50, 60, 70,000 people flooding out of that arena. That is the most dangerous time in my opinion.
That is true. No, I mean, I don't know. Marches are good. Usually, like somewhere on level ground, in a non-confined place, outdoors area.
Hmm.
Those kind of events are usually, you know what I mean, because they're going to be more covered by Premier League every other weekend, half the fucking weekdays. There's a game on. It's not, you know what I mean. There's like a march. You know what I mean. All eyes will be on that march. Do you know what I mean?
So that when you talk about leaving a mark on history, the helicopters are going to be out watching the people march. And so whenever you targeted September 13th for the Tommy March, it was what, going to be a whole bunch of you just set out throughout the path that they were marching?
Fireworks were potentially fireworks would have gone off that day.
Right. And okay. So, but would you guys have targeted a specific area or spread out throughout the whole, say the longest street? I don't know any roads in
So
London
a
or
lot of these
anything.
marches, they have like, especially with the police and everything, to like
Right.
prevent any kind of altercations. They have got routes. They've got dedicated routes they go to, and there's certain choke points in
Hmm.
which you could maximize, maximize. Like, you know what I mean? Uh, what you're trying to do. Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a call.
I, I don't even know what to say. And for both of these conversations on two apps to be happening at the same time, where whenever the one dude came up to talk to him, I mute it. I was talking on another, and what is going on? It is Christmas morning, and you guys have this thought process of taking out a whole administration, government officials, and then back over here on TikTok, you guys, he is talking about taking out non-believers. And you guys could sit there and roll your eyes or laugh at what that dude was saying. There are so many terror cells throughout the fucking our country here in the United States, over in the UK. And that's exactly what they're doing. What a shame. I hope so. Can somebody that followed him and has me on Telegram or Snap, can you do me a favor and send me that account? That is, I don't know. What was okay, forget it. I see I got two people sending it, and thank you to both of you. I appreciate you. I just saw what you said now, D. That you're 100% right. I should have. He was the best of Islam. Yeah, I don't know. You could say best, worst, whatever you want to say. Just keep in mind, there's a lot of people just like that dude.
I tell you something, as a Muslim, I hope anybody recorded the conversation, report him to the police at the nearest time. But I wish we establish if he's Muslim or not. But I don't think he's Muslim. I don't think if you ask him how many times you pray a day or how many days.
What are you talking about? He was talking about praying on Fridays before he went to go meet with his friends. 1000%.
If he come back, I would like to ask him a few questions about Islam. If he know Islam,
here he's in the queue. Hold on 1 second. IBN. Hey, Davi, are you in London?
That's correct. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I got you.
how many rak'ah you say for Salat al-Dhuhr you pray, brother?
Salat Zuhr, you have 12 rak'ah.
12 rak'ah. You're not Muslim, brother.
Oh, okay, I got the answer right, and you're calling me not Muslim. For Zuhr, you have 12
No,
rak'ah.
because
That
of
was a
Dhuhr is 4
Muslim arm?
rak'ah. We
What's a
do 4
Muslim arm?
rak'ah,
No,
brother.
you
Salat
do
al-Dhuhr.
4 fard, 4 fard, 4 sunnah, and
How many rak'ah for the al-Fajr?
for Fajr you have 4. You have 2 sunnah, 2 fard.
But he's not. It's 2.
It was 4, but you're supposed to read 4. You have 2.
No, it's 2. It's 2 rak'ah al-Fajr.
It's 2 that are fard. You're correct. 2 that are fard, and then you have 2 that are sunnah. So it doesn't matter what questions are asked. You're gonna try
It's 2 rak'ah al-Fajr, brother. I'm not talking.
Anyway, you're gonna try to attack me anyway, which actually you don't have enough evidence to
Al-Maghrib, how many
me.
rak'ah you pray? How many rak'ah you pray?
You don't have enough evidence to sufficiently takfir me, which is taking you
No,
out
I'm
the
not
fold of Islam.
takfir you. I want to know if
You
you're
already said I'm
Muslim
not
or
Muslim.
not.
You already takfired me. You committed
Because
the breaks in
already
Islam.
I'm gonna report you. I'm a Muslim. I'm gonna report
No,
you
no,
to the
no, no,
police.
no. We don't report. No, stop. Davi,
You're not Muslim, Dapi. You know,
Hold
you're
on.
lying.
IBN. Stop, please. Dafi, you are in London, right? There's a lot of Muslims in London, but you're in London.
I live in South London, Wallington.
I got you. Okay, so IBN,
One more question. How many rak'ah for Salat al-Maghrib?
Salat, what salat?
Maghrib prayer. How many rak'ah you pray?
Maghrib, you have 3 fard.
How many in the Isha?
Isha, you have 4 that are fard.
How many days you fast?
IBN, if he wasn't a
About
Muslim,
5
he
days.
wouldn't be able to answer any of these questions.
He answered 12 times is wrong. He answered Sabah wrong. He answered all of them is
You're
wrong.
getting confused between fard. You don't. Either way, you takfired me. Even if I got it wrong.
You not if you don't know how many rak'ah to pray Sabah.
Please don't interrupt me. Even if I
You're
didn't get it
not
wrong, you
Muslim.
All
takfired me.
right, hold on. Let him
Sufficient
explain.
evidence.
Let him explain. Let him explain. Go ahead, Dafi.
even if I did get it wrong, which I did, you takfired me with takfiring is accusing someone of not being in the fold of Islam, which actually, without sufficient evidence, takes you out of the fold of Islam. So Ibn, you are now a kuffar yourself, and if I saw you, boy, I would take you in the street, bro. Simple as.
Oh no.
You're not Muslim, brother. That look.
But what did he say that makes you say he's not a Muslim?
Because he said the Dhuhr prayer is we pray like we go down. We know what it means when we pray 4 times for the Dhuhr, Subh 2 times, Rak'ateen. This is any basic thing about Islam. This is like the 3 years old boy. He will tell you Subh is 2
But he
rak'ah.
said he's only been practicing for 5 years. He did say that.
He said the 12 rak'ah. This boy is not. This man is mentally unstable.
So basically,
he's not Muslim.
So I can expect everyone else.
You're not Muslim. I will report you to the police.
Okay, you can report me to if you want to be a
What
snitch,
happens
you can be a
here
snitch.
stays here.
What you're saying? You're not Muslim. You're trying to give bad name about Islam. Now you start swearing. Your IQ
If you're gonna
like the
if you're gonna
room.
takfir me, I'm gonna swear at you.
No, not takfiri. Little boy, like, you're not Muslim. I don't know. You're Polish. I think you're Polish
It's
or
weak
Romanian.
Muslims like you. No, Ibn. It's weak Muslims like you. Is what? Is
You're not Muslim.
You're the
not
same as the
Muslim,
host.
bro.
You are.
You don't know how many rak'ah in the Dhuhr. You say the 12 times.
Yeah, because there's mandatory ones and optional ones.
You're not Muslim. You're trying to give bad name about Islam. You're trying to talk like
why do you
we are
care
like
about the
this. We are
validation to
terrorists.
kuffar? Why do you
Hopefully the police will catch you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna report you. I am
Report him to
conversation
what?
here. I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna report you.
Okay,
Don't worry.
be a snitch,
I
N-word. Be a
recorded the
snitch, N-word, that's
conversation.
fine.
I will send it to the police, and they will get you. Don't worry.
If you want to be a snitch N-word, you be a snitch N-word.
No,
That's
this
fine.
is snitch
Not a snitch
for
N-word.
the terrorists like you, for a sick fuck like you, to give a bad name about Islam. Of course. You're talking about.
Because I've got conviction and I'm willing to fight for my beliefs. You're not. That makes you the.
No, you don't. You don't have belief. You're not Muslim. You're not Muslim.
You're not Muslim, bruv. You're not Muslim.
You're not Muslim. You're here to give bad name about Islam. You don't know how many rak'ah dhuhr. You say the 12. Are you crazy? You know, like every 4 years old boy, he will know. Rak'ah is 4 times. Rak'ah for Salat dhuhr.
Okay,
for
why don't you
dhuhr
recite
prayer.
the Shahada now then?
Shahada. If you don't know, okay. How many days you fast in Ramadan?
Roughly
Wait,
30. It could be 29
Wait,
or
he
30,
asked
roughly.
you to recite the.
30 days Ramadan.
Who said
fasting.
25?
It's not
I said
25. It's
29,
not roughly.
30.
There is
Who
no
said
roughly.
25? You're putting
It's
words in my mouth.
It's not
Who
roughly
said
25.
Who said 25?
Any
No one
Muslim
here
will
said
know
25. I said
you're
30,
not Muslim
29. I said
under
around
the
30,
conversation.
29. Who said 29?
Ramadan is 30 days. It's not 25. You
Who
are
said
Polish.
25?
You are
Listen,
sick.
you need to
Fuck.
clean it.
You
Listen, my
here
brother.
coming here to
I know
talk
English isn't your
in
first
the name of
language.
you're not Muslim. You're
I know
30
English isn't your
days.
first language, but you
Ramadan
need
is
to
30
clean the
days.
earwax out of your ears, bruv. And I said
No,
29,
you said
30.
roughly 25. It's
29,
not
30.
roughly. There is no. It's completely 30 days. 3-0. That's Ramadan. We fast 3-0. It's not 25. It's not roughly 25. You're not Muslim. Get away from here. They trying to give bad name about Islam.
You're just coping, man. You're liberal.
You're not
liberal.
Muslim. Ramadan is 30 days. Hanukkah is 8
I said
days.
30 or 21.
Hanukkah for the Jew is
This
8
guy.
days. You ask any Jew, he will tell you Hanukkah is 8 days. Ramadan is 30
No one
days.
said 25, bruv. No one said 25.
You say it roughly 25 because you're not Muslim. You're not
Enter
Muslim. You
Sharmuta.
don't know
Enter
how many
Sharmuta.
rak'ah the dhuhr. You don't know the prayer. You're not Muslim. You
Enter
Polish.
Sharmuta.
You Polish. You sick fuck.
I'm
National
Polish.
Front
I'm not
or
Polish.
far right. Sikh trying to give bad name about Islam.
I'm a
and
Sikh.
Muslim.
Look at that flag there, my brother. Look at that flag there.
Fuck. What's that? What's
You
that?
calling me a Sikh,
That's
bro?
the-
Don't ever fucking accuse me of being a dirty Sikh, bro.
You're not Muslim. You're not even. I don't know. That's you go to Pakistani flag. If you don't know how many days you're sick, fuck. Hopefully the police will take you and catch you and send you to jail.
What
You're
are
not
you
Muslim.
talking about?
You're not Muslim. You're not.
It's Arabs like you are the problem with the Muslim community. You're weak people. You're weak people.
No, I don't live in the UK, man. I don't live.
I don't
if
care
would
where
live
you
in
live.
the-
I know you're an Arab.
But-
I can hear by your voice you're Arab.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
Arab.
weak-
Yeah,
you're
I'm
a weak
Arab.
person. You people are weak. You have no conviction.
Look, look at it. You're not Muslim. You're not Muslim. You don't know how many days Ramadan. You don't know how many rak'ah they will do. You don't know. You wanna fight unbeliever. You crazy fuck. You terrorist. They use you.
What's
You're
this?
trying
What's
to
this?
do.
What's this?
You're trying to do. You're trying to hurt the Muslim that live in the UK.
What's this? What's this, bruv? What's this, bruv?
You try. You trying. That's Allah. Yeah, that's a picture. Who's that? But
What's that,
doesn't
bruv?
mean you're Muslim. Doesn't mean you show me anything that you're not Muslim, brother. You don't know how many. Okay, if you don't know how many days is Ramadan, that
I
means you're
said
not Muslim.
29 or 30. It depends. Some years is more, some years is less.
Hopefully the police will pick you up. You're gonna do harm to Muslim
If the
living
police
in
are
the
coming,
UK.
they need to come
They,
several man deep because I will not go down easy. I promise you.
they will catch you. You're gonna do harm to Muslim the community live in London.
Listen, bro,
You're
finding
gonna.
me.
That's what you want. That's you want. You wanna
Listen,
do harm to
finding me is
Muslims.
easy. Doing something about it is
You
very
want
hard.
you wanna do harm to the Muslim community there. They suffer.
No, he wants to take out the
racism.
non-Muslims.
He wanna do both. He wanna hit both. He wanna do harm, raise the racism against the Muslims, and he wanna do harm to Islam.
Ibn,
He
I'm
doesn't.
sorry.
He doesn't. Most of these fucking terrorists, they don't know what it means to Islam. They don't know how many days to fast. They don't know what's Islam. They're not Muslim.
Well, I
They're
got the answer
terrorists.
right, but even
They're
if that was
killers.
true, bruv,
You
I
are
never
a,
claimed to be a
if
scholar. I'm a foot soldier, bruv.
I'm not
foot
scholar.
soldier.
I'm normal Muslim. I'm not scholar.
I'm a
Don't claim
foot
to be
soldier,
a
bruv. I'm a
scholar.
foot soldier. Simple
Two
as.
soldiers. The fucking police that will come to play with fucking us.
Why you're being a snitch N words? So you're gonna call the
Could
police
be
on
a
your fellow
snitch
Muslim
N-word.
brother?
I'll be snitch. I'm gonna be snitch for you. Though. If I live in the UK, I will report you straight away. You fucking terrorist. You fucking.
You wouldn't say that to my face, bruv.
You don't know Islam. I have to say it in your face.
You would not say that. 6'5", 20
Little
stone,
boy
man.
like you. Little boy like you. I'll smack
You Arab people. You're all like
You don't
overweight.
you don't know how many days Ramadan and you wanna fight the unbeliever, you fucking crazy fuck. You wanna harm the Muslims because that's why you crazy fuck. Go get a job.
Unlike
Get a
you, I
job.
don't
Get
need-
a
Listen,
get a
Ibn,
job.
unlike
Get
All
a
right,
life.
IBN, let him talk, IBN. Let him talk, IBN. Go ahead.
Even the
Yeah.
Kufar's got more sense than you. At the end of the day, Ibn, unlike you, I don't need the validation of the Kufar.
Would you say you said you haven't practiced your religion your whole life? Did you become, I don't know, radical while you were in jail or
I don't
after?
like the term radical. I like the term,
Okay, of course.
Awakened.
Less peaceful? Is that awakened? Okay, we'll go with that. Were you awakened while you were in jail?
That is correct. Yeah, like I said, I met a Yemeni brother who's now like my lifelong best friend. I met him in
Right.
prison, and he like taught me what I need to know. Do you know what I mean?
And what's the number one thing he taught you?
He just taught me like about my faith and how to adhere to it, and how it's a lifestyle.
But IBN was up here saying that your faith does not teach to murder non-believers.
So IBN, so he's a certain demographic of Muslim. He's Arab. I'm assuming he's a Gulf Arab. You know what I mean? Them people, very wealthy countries, a lot of oil money. A lot of them don't work. They get FAT. You know what I mean? Overtime. All they do is eat all day. They don't care about it. They're liberals. They don't. You know what I mean? The guy's probably like, I mean, his daughter's probably got blue hair. Do you know what I mean? He's probably got a piercing. Probably drinks on the weekends. Like he's not. Do you know what I mean? Trust me, man.
Right.
He's a liberal, bruv. He's a liberal. He's not. You know what I mean? If anything, I'll consider him worse than you. He's the enemy within.
Sure. No problem. Not worried about that. But in London, are there a lot of people like you that have this mindset? Because I feel the answer is yes.
I mean, it's a big city, man. It's like 8 million
It
people.
is. And how many? What percentage of the 8 million are Muslims?
Probably like 10, 15, something like that. 10, maybe.
Okay. All right. So let's just say 100,000.
Oh,
Okay.
That'd be not more than that'll be 800,000. Let me actually check for you. London 15%.
No, go ahead.
So one more guess, 15%. So 8 million. That'd be what 1.2 mil.
Okay. And
Probably
what
about
percent?
only
Okay.
0.1%, if that, are like true believers. You know what I mean? Most of them would
Oh
be
fuck.
either moderate or liberals like this guy, hippies. You know what I mean?
What percentage have your mindset out of the?
Zero-
Just say, let's just
0.1
use round numbers.
0.1%, if that.
I gotcha. Okay, so it's a small amount.
I've lost a lot of friends and family for my beliefs.
Meaning what?
As in, like, I've been ostracized from my community. I've been termed a radical.
But you don't like that term.
I don't like that term, but that's what my quotation marks Muslims brothers have termed me.
Right. Have you talked to family members about potentially doing something like what you guys planned on September 13th and they cut you off
No,
and said
no,
we're
no,
done with
no. I
you?
wouldn't like tell them that. They already think I'm wrong, and I wouldn't tell them that. No, but I've like heavily implied my activities, and like I've lost contact. I've not spoken to my biological family in like 2 years.
Because of your mindset or
Yeah,
because of your
I'll cut
beliefs.
it off with them because they're just moderates, bro. If anything, like I said, they're lower than you because they know the truth, and yet they refuse to adhere to it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you talk to an imam often? Like, is there one right in your area?
That is correct. Imam, what?
In your area, like right where you live, is there an imam right there?
There is, yeah, there is. That's correct.
Right in wherever you said, South London or wherever you're at.
I live in Wallington.
Right in Wallington, there's an imam that you talk to often.
Say again?
Do you talk to that imam often in Wallington?
It's no, it's not. I don't live in Brighton, bro. I live in Wallington, London, South London.
Oh, okay, okay. And the imam is right there in that area.
Yes, that's correct.
And do they talk? Like, are they in the know of like the things that you want to carry out?
What do you mean? Not the imam necessarily. That's just where we go to pray. We wouldn't tell him about like, you know what I mean, our activities.
Hmm. If the imam said to you, "You guys better not be planning anything
I mean,
bad,"
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't like. It's not like that. It's not like a priest. We don't talk to him like that. We just pray that he wouldn't. He wouldn't even know that we're. You know what I mean? He wouldn't tell us not to do it because he wouldn't even think that we were gonna do anything.
right? I gotcha. Who is the person you're closest to that you trust the most? Is
Probably
it your
that
imam?
brother I met in prison, the one who got me. He got me involved in the unit
Is he older than you?
of a couple of years. Yes,
Right. No, I gotcha. And he the one you meet with every Friday after whatever after prayer?
that is correct. Yeah, him and every like the other people in our unit. Yeah.
And if I were to say, you know what, I'm in London, which I'm not, I've never been to the UK, but would you hang out with somebody that is not Muslim, like, and sit there and talk about the September 13th or
My name is not. I'm not Ibn. I'm not like the last guy. I don't frolic with the kuffar.
so you won't even if you meet them somewhere and that they don't practice your religion or believe in what you say in, you wouldn't even meet up to watch Liverpool play Man
Oh,
U or
thank you, Ken Dog. Maybe a game that's different, but I would have like fraternized with the enemy, bro, with the kuffar. Like, who would do that?
right. But if you meet somebody talking about whatever the biggest EPL match is on the weekend, and they say, "Hey, let's hang out next weekend," you're not gonna go hang out and talk about September 13th plans and shit like that.
No, I'm not. I'm not a simpleton. Why would I? No, like you have to be heavily like. This is what I mean. It's like you have to be heavily vetted to get into like those kind of you know what I mean conversations.
But who does the vetting? You?
No. That would be like that would be my superiors.
And are they right there in the UK or elsewhere?
They're in the UK, yeah. They're in the UK.
Right. And then what? When you say vetting, what do they do? Make sure they're
Loads of
not.
stuff. You have to vet them like where they come. Like, do you know how many? Thank you, Lipin with the Rose. Do you know how many like what's the word? Do you know what a glowy is? You know what a glowy is?
I do not know.
A glowy like a federal like do you know like in your country it'd be FBI,
FBI.
CIA.
Oh, okay. So
Here it would
they
be
have.
like MI5 or something. There's a lot of glowies and they're very very convincing.
Right. That they're trying to get inside your group and see what the
100%. Like,
fuck
I
is right.
got accused of being a glowy several times. Do you know what I mean? Like the shit you have to. You know what I mean? Like you have to strip naked. You have to cough test. There's so, you know what I mean? Like trust me, the security in these things is like top notch.
How long ago was the last time you were accused of being a glowy? It's
I mean,
glowy with
I've been in the unit for like 5 years, so I've been like, do you know what I mean? It's they know I'm legit now. I've done stuff that proves that I'm not a glowy, bruv. I'm not being, you know what I mean? I'm moving up, bruv.
and
I'm moving up.
of course. And what do you have to what do you have to do to prove that you are not a glowy?
Several stuff, several things. You may be asked to do or say certain things on certain channels, or you know what I mean, to prove that because glowies they can't glowies their hands are tied behind the back. They can't cause actual damage to infrastructure, if that makes sense.
Right. But right now you're not considered a glowy now.
No, I'm not glowy. No.
Right, of course. Have you ever caught a glowy? Like, or suspected somebody
We
was a glowy?
suspected some. You can't. I mean, they're never gonna tell you they're glowy, but there's people that we've got. Like you can tell glowy from some of them are thingy, but some of them are like, especially like because they get like young men of like immigrant background to kind of, you know what I mean. So oh yeah, I'm one of you guys, you know what I mean. So, but it's quite. You could tell. You could tell we're glowy. You know what I mean.
Have you ever recruited anybody to join your group?
Have I personally? Yes, yes, several people. Yes, I think if anyone, I brought the most people into the fold. Like the unit has grown quite. You know what I mean.
And is whenever you do refer somebody, is that like you get a bonus? I not a
No, we
bonus,
don't
but
do it
do
for money. The rewards will be
for
in the
the love of the
afterlife.
game.
The rewards will be in the afterlife.
Right, I gotcha. Okay. Do you know anybody that actually has followed through on anything that they wanted to actually do?
Not in the UK, no.
But elsewhere, you know of people?
I know certain people that are involved in certain Middle Eastern groups who have
Oh,
seen active combat. It's the same way you know that. I don't know if you know him in person. I'm guessing not. But that word guy, I'm sure you know veterans in real life as well. Do you know what I mean?
sure.
If you want to
And what
call these guys veterans, I mean they did technically serve.
they did, yes, that is true. They did serve. Do you know of anybody that has carried out real shit, not just something like pussy moves, like a real attack?
I know several people that obviously. Oh, thank you, Johnny. I know several people. Look, if you look at my profile picture, that were involved in the same group that the guy in my profile picture was involved in.
Right. And whenever you recruit people, where do you get them from?
Prison is a good one. Prison is a good one. There's a lot of like young, what's the
Right.
word? Aimless men there. Do you know what I mean? You do need like something to live for bigger than them.
Hmm. And then how do you know who to talk to?
What do you mean?
Like how there's a lot of people in prison. How do you know who to approach to recruit to
You speak to
join?
people. You speak. It's the same way how you start any other relationship. You speak to people. Do you know what I mean? You get
Right.
to know them. You gotta be like, you know what? This guy's pretty based. Do you know what I mean? This guy's pretty fucking chill. Do you know what I mean?
Right. So what is the number one thing whenever you're recruiting people that if they say blank, whatever they say, that you're like this is a good one. Like for, what is something that if they yeah, if they say one specific thing, you're like that they're good.
I mean, if they're like a lot of it is discontent. If they say that they're unhappy with the way the world is in the moment, that's usually like a green flag. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of
Because a
course, of
lot of them,
course.
like I said, I was off that ilk when I kind of like got involved. A lot of people would
Right.
just be like, you know what I mean, there might be non-Muslims, Muslims, there might be, do you know what I mean? But the common sentiment is usually discontent. Does that make sense?
Of course. Do you strictly do it in the prisons, or do you do it just as you're walking the streets and you get a vibe? Would you sit there and try and recruit somebody off the street?
Yeah, there's a prison would be a big one, but yeah, a lot of it like you speak to people in the streets, you do street preaching. Do you know what I mean? Online, do you know what I mean?
Right. Have you ever recruited anybody off TikTok?
There's several people who I've met through TikTok who are sympathetic. Thank you, Art and Joy, who are sympathetic to the cause.
But and then what? You say add me on a different app and then talk to them and see if they're legit or not?
Yeah, it's the whole thing, man. It's the whole like you can vibe check pretty like again. Don't get me wrong, you do get your glowies on TikTok.
Of
Do you know
course.
what I mean? I think you give like glowy vibes. Do you know what I mean? The way you're like talking and stuff.
Well, first of all, yeah, okay. But what am I saying that makes me a glowy? I have a problem where I must understand why people
Thank you, sir, for the
talk
TV.
and act the way that they do. So I am intrigued, and I've spent the last 3 or 4 days fighting with idiots on this app. So I don't know. Your story intrigues me, just like a lot of people that come up here.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean? So,
it's
but
crazy.
it's easier. So whenever you get somebody, let's say they hear you talking here, they DM you, you say add me on whatever app you guys use, and then what, you just go through a Q&A and try and determine where they stand?
No, Kudo, you just start. You're reading into it too much. You just talk to people, kind of vibe check them. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like maybe like you know what I mean. Take them to coffee or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, they're pretty chill. Do you know what I mean? And then like, it would take maybe like a year or so, usually on average, to kind of really get to know someone. And then you're like, bruv, like, so like I got some boys. We kind of like meet at this community center. Like, do you want to come down and stuff? Like, meet the boys. And they kind of like, do you know what I mean?
Right. Have you ever met anybody from TikTok in person?
That is correct.
You have. And then uh, are they part of your group now, or are they still going through the process?
There's a couple that I've sieved through, and I would say are part of the main unit.
Right. And when you say that, are there people that are about to get into the main unit?
Thank you, Smurf. Bro, you're asking a lot of questions, man. Like, are you wired up or something? You're asking a lot of questions.
No, I'm sitting here laying in bed talking to you,
No,
bro.
but these are like leading questions, like you're wearing a wire.
No, I have headphones in, but that's because I'm on two different lives.
Mm.
Um, but once again, it's not. I like unique people with unique stories, and you're definitely just that. You're very unique. And whenever you say I'm part of a group and I'm recruiting people to that group, um, I am intrigued by that.
You know, I've not given anyone my permission to screen record this.
Of
And screen
course,
recording without my permission is breaking data protection GDPR. I could have you extradited to the UK.
of course,
Every
of
single one of
course.
you.
So guys,
Don't screen record, I mean it.
don't fucking screen record, okay? Um, but can I ask you, if why are you so concerned? Nobody in here is screen recording. It's just TikTok. Who gives a fuck about TikTok? But why would you be concerned?
Because I know because people will take it out of context to make me sound like a bad guy when I'm actually a good guy.
Right, but do you think 22 people are peeking in? 22. Come on, guys. Just come in. Um
Do you want to
uh,
get Lupin up? Lupin is chill. Like Lupin is like, do you know what I mean? She's a good honeypot material. I've known Lupin for a few years.
Le Pen is somebody that's here?
Lupin is in the comments. I think they want to come up.
Oh, Le Pen. Yeah, come on, Le Pen. I don't see anybody in the queue by the name of Le Pen, but if she joins, I'll bring her up. You met her on TikTok, or you know her off?
I met her on TikTok. Yeah,
Have you met her in person?
we have. Yeah,
And is she has she passed the initial stage?
What do you mean? Yeah. So she's like she's met like obviously she's a woman, so it's a bit different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she doesn't really meet the man then, but like she like she has passed the vibe checks. Do you know what I mean? Like the pin has she's a firm believer in the rhetoric. Do you know what I mean?
Right. What's the number one thing you and Le Pen, where do you guys align most?
When we learn the most,
Yeah,
we believe that the ends justify the means. If that makes sense.
I got you. So if somebody hypothetically was to carry out a terrorist attack, that it would be justified, and why would it be justified?
That you said the T word, not me. But I'm just saying that the ends just do justify the means.
I got you. And so if somebody said to you, somebody is about to commit an attack or whatever, however you want to call it, you don't have to call it a terrorist attack. Uh, call it whatever you want. What
It's not
is
truth.
okay? Okay, so it's an expression of truth to carry out the mission, right? Is that fair to say?
At the end of the day, it's not carrying out anything else. Like, do you know what I mean? Do everything
Well,
within the best of your abilities.
of course. And do you think you were put on this planet to carry out the truth?
I think everyone should be trying to carry out the truth.
And that is anybody that does not believe in your religion should be gone.
I believe that they should be given a chance first. They should be given a chance to, you know what I mean? What's the word? Advocate for the truth. I think everyone's given a chance to advocate. You've been given a chance. You've been given the message. You left the message. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been given the chance. Yes, Lupin, you're
Of
right.
course, I am an ex-Muslim.
Hi.
Of course, yes. And hi, Le Pen, how are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
Oh, that's great. And what brings you up?
Honestly, just checking the vibe. You ask a lot of questions, and I appreciate that. I just want to see
Well,
kind of
that's
what's
kind of
going
like
on.
my thing. I ask
Yeah, I
questions
gathered that.
and
You're good at it.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. Tell me a fun fact about yourself.
I don't know. I guess I'm just a firm believer in what's right.
Okay, elaborate on that. I'm a firm believer in what's right as well.
Okay, I think what I think is right and what you think is right might be a bit different, but you know.
Okay. I think that is fair. Um, like here in my country, I think there's a political party that does damage to my country. All right, and there's no way around it. Do you believe in your country that there is a group of people that does damage to your country?
Yeah, I suppose.
And who does damage to your country?
I mean, I suppose there's more than one.
Okay, fair enough. You're not as talkative as my friend Daffy. Why?
I like to watch my mouth.
You like to watch your mouth?
And
Yeah,
be careful. I think some of these people are wired up.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly
nobody's
that.
wired up. This is TikTok.
You can't be too careful.
Of course, of course. But I mean, fuck them. Daffy gave a disclaimer: if you don't fucking record, and nobody's recording, nobody gives a fuck. But you guys met on TikTok,
Correct, yeah.
and what do you like most about Daffy?
Um, he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Of course.
I've never met anybody who, yeah, I don't know, he's just so headstrong and just truly believes in what it is that he says and he does, and because of that, I do as well. I have a lot
Like
of
I said,
respect for
people
this
are
man.
drawn to conviction.
Say that again, Daffy.
Like I was saying earlier, people are drawn to conviction.
So, okay, because you're firm in your beliefs, that's what attracted I'm so sorry, what is your name again? Le Pen? That's why Le Pen gravitated towards you.
Yeah.
I understand. Are there a lot of people like Daffy that you know, or is he rare?
I think, I think it's safe to say that he is one of a kind in many ways. Yeah.
Of course. And whenever you guys meet up, do you guys ever get do you guys have any fear whatsoever?
Fear.
There's only one person we fear, and that's the Lord.
Yeah.
Of course.
What is there to fear?
I don't know. I have no clue. What's something you like to do for fun, Le Pen?
Mm,
Like I know my mate Daffy, he likes to watch EPL soccer or
yeah.
football.
I don't really know what you would. I don't know, because what I think to be fun and what you think to be fun might be
Of course,
different.
and that's why I'm intrigued by the answer. That's why I asked.
I like to paint occasionally. I do a bit of
Oh, that's great.
painting here and there.
That's awesome. Le Pen
She did a bit of painting, but obviously we don't condone that anymore.
you don't wait, she's not allowed to paint?
Well, this
Is
is
that
why
haram?
the fun thing is a bit of an issue.
So wait, okay. So before you started talking to Daffy and getting involved, you painted a lot, and Daffy is saying you can no longer paint?
Yeah, so that was my thing. I was known as a painter.
Okay, and
I mean, what Lepin is 18. I'm known her 4 years, I think now.
4 years, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's obviously, people develop over time, people's interests change.
okay, so you're 18 now, Le Pen?
Yeah,
Okay, I got you. And how long have you guys known each other?
about 4 years.
And you guys met on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Daffy is of the belief that all non-believers should be taken out. I think he used a different term to describe it,
Yeah.
but do you believe that as well?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Have you always believed that, or was it because you started hanging out with Daffy, he has opened your eyes,
I
and now
think
you.
deep down I knew what was right. I just needed a bit of a nudge in the right direction.
And Daffy was that nudge.
Yes, yeah.
And what is the number one thing that you learned from Daffy that confirmed your belief that non-believers should be eliminated, or whatever word you want to use?
Because he opened my eyes to my own actions and the way that I was living my own life, and reflecting back on that, that kind of widens your perspective, and you can look around and you start to notice little things and the way people live their lives and behave and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It just made me look kind of deep inside myself and really take everything in, and it scared me a bit. It did. It worried me to an extent, just to see what was going on. I didn't want to be a part of that anymore, And he helped me, and that's why I am where I am now.
When you say I don't want to be a part of that anymore, what does "of that" mean?
Certain values and the way that people choose to live their lives and things like that, I don't really agree with.
And my friend Daffy said that a lot of his family members have cut cut him off because of his beliefs. Is that the case with you as well? Like, has your
Yes.
family embraced you and your beliefs, or no?
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's kind of not allowed to. I mean, she's not doesn't speak to her family anymore.
And you're okay with that, Le Pen?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you are, Lepin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you trust Daffy, Le Pen?
Yeah, of course I try. I trust Duffy more than anyone.
Wow. Okay. And that developed over TikTok. That's why this app is so great.
Yeah.
If Daffy asked you to do something that maybe 4 or 5 years ago you would never do, would you trust him and do what he wanted you to do?
Are you
Whether
talking
it's
about like now?
right now, sitting here today, if you guys met up on Friday after prayer and he asked you to do something that you normally would not have done a few years ago, would you trust him and follow through and do what he says?
Yeah, fully. Of course I would. Yeah.
Le Pen, I would never ask you to do anything I wouldn't do myself.
Yeah.
Of course. So if he asked you to do something, as a team or together, you would trust him and follow through.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
That's amazing. What's the number one thing that maybe people should know about Daffy?
I think he's incredibly misunderstood.
Oh, I think I understand him. I think he has a good head on his shoulders. He believes in what he believes in. He's very firm on, and I think he's a great guy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? You're saying he's misunderstood, but I think I understand him pretty well.
Well, that's good.
I got you. So, if somebody were to misunderstand him, what would they believe in that is not the case?
Well, they don't believe.
They don't
That's the
believe.
problem.
Yeah.
They just flat out do not believe in what?
Well, then, non-believers.
They're non-believers, of course. When was the last time you two hung out?
Friday.
I got you. And what did you guys do? Just go to a movie, go to the coffee shop, watch some football?
Something like that. Yeah. So a lot. Just talking. A lot of talking.
A lot of talking, right? Of course. And so whenever you guys meet up and talk, Le Pen, do you ever get worried about the shit that is getting talked about?
Sorry, in what way? What
I don't
what
in any way. I don't know. Like
what
there
in
are
what
times
what it is that I'm hearing? Like, does it concern me what I'm hearing?
if you meet up with Daffy and his friends, and they're talking about I don't know hooking up with a random chick or
We don't do that.
doing something, you don't do that.
We don't do that now. I mean, the Pin doesn't. Like, I don't hook up with random girls anymore. And the Pin, she doesn't talk to any guys outside of me and the people she's allowed to talk to. No,
I got you. So Le Pen, are you two dating?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Le Pen, what would your answer be? If somebody said, "Are you dating Daffy?" What would your answer be?
No, not dating.
Am I allowed to ask? Have you guys hooked up?
No. Tell him
Okay.
no, the Pin.
No, we have not.
Tell
We
them no.
haven't.
Okay. Okay. All right. And whenever you guys meet up, it's just not you two, it's a group of people. Do you get along with everybody in the group, Lupin? Because you seem pretty personable.
They tolerate me. Yeah.
Right. What do you mean they tolerate you?
Well, I do what I need to do, and yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. There's no
Do you ever
problems.
do you ever have beef with anybody within the group?
Oh God, no, 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 no.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
she knows her rightful place
all right, that's
as
good.
she's a woman, innit? Do you know what I mean? She's not gonna. You know what I mean?
What is her rightful place?
Just as in like come on, bro. You know what I mean, innit? Like she's a woman. You know what I mean?
Well, you say you have recruited people, and kudos for that, of course. But I'm willing to bet you haven't recruited a lot of females.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. A lot of modern women, they
Really?
don't like the modern Western man. They don't like this whole like, oh, we're equal. We pay 50-50. We they find that icky. They don't. Do you know what I mean? They want traditional gender roles. They want. Do you know what I mean? Uh, they want to be subservient. Does that make sense? A lot of people that actually come to the fold are women. Majority.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Obviously, they don't
surprised
get
by that.
involved in maybe some of the more. What's the word? Do you know what I mean? Hands-on stuff, but they believe in the cause just as anyone else.
Right, but you don't talk about the hands-on stuff like with the people from Yemen with her around, do you?
Me personally, I've been told not to, but I'll trust the pin. Like, you know what I mean?
But whenever you guys, translate everything from Yemen and shit like that, What do you do? Tell Le Pen to go home or leave the room?
No, the opinion isn't allowed in those kind of meetings.
I gotcha. I gotcha. And is everybody cool with Le Pen? Because she said they tolerate me, like, meaning, sometimes maybe she's not easy to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like a random white girl, like they were a bit like, you know what I mean, iffy at first. Do you know what I mean? Like, is she a glowy? Do you know what I mean? Is she like, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean?
Right. And did she have to go through the check of being a glowy?
Yeah, yeah. It did take. I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously there's not many. You know what I mean? I would say white women in the cause, especially at that time. Do you know what I mean? It's diversified a bit now, but they did have to like, you know what I mean? We did think, does she have ulterior motives?
So she's a white chick in London, and she heard you on TikTok. She messaged you. You guys have hung out, and now she's kind of like in your inner circle.
That's correct. Yes.
How long has she, and she could answer, of course, but how long has she practiced her religion? Like, is this a new thing over the last 4 years? Like, before you guys met, she was not Muslim?
And Pin, do you want to tell them how you converted? I don't know if she can speak right now.
It's a bit hard to speak right now. Would you like to tell him the story?
Yeah. So she converted, like, we met 4 years ago. She did the deed 3 years ago.
Did the deed, what does that mean?
As in, like, she converted 3 years ago.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so you helped her with that.
That's correct.
Okay. And
I've
if
got
she
that
would,
out. Yeah. Sorry.
what do you think was attractive to her? Was
What
it,
about the whole cause? I mean, like I said, the
yeah,
sense of
thank you,
belonging, the sense
Liberated.
of like she was brought up in like the care system. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people actually like are brought up in that kind of environment.
And do you think that's why she gravitated towards you?
Potentially.
Right. Whenever you guys met on Friday, how many chicks were there versus dudes?
It's like 75% guys, 25% girls. But then obviously if we're talking about like serious stuff, like the girls kind of they go in the other room. Do you know what I mean?
Do you tell them to leave? Or do
Of
they
course.
just know?
Well,
Oh,
you
you
kind of
say,
like you give them a look, and they know they need to like. You know what I mean?
right. Where
Evacuate.
did Le Pen go?
I don't know.
Did you tell her to leave?
I felt like I don't like it when Le Pen talks too much to outsiders. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, okay. Why? You don't trust her?
No, no, she's a young girl, obviously, young woman. Like I don't, you know what I mean. Like she's prone to getting what's the word, manipulated.
Right. Okay. So you met her when she was 14 and you have brought her on this path. And what are some things that you've noticed in her that you're proud of that has changed?
I mean, a lot, a lot. I mean, she's actually going out and getting other people, especially like women, into the cause. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the word? It softens the blow when it's coming from another chick.
Do you think it softens the blow more when it's a white chick?
Yeah, it's relatable. Do you know what I'm saying? It's more like obviously people empathize with someone who looks like them or might be like them. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Of course. Um, and how does she recruit people? TikTok as well?
Yeah, various online and offline channels. Telegram is a big one for us.
Right. And how does she recruit people? Because if you're messaging somebody, you don't see that she's a white chick. You just read the words that are typed out.
I mean, it will come up in conversation eventually. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially if the things you are talking about are like politics or religion. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Is Le Pen your best female recruiter?
She is probably the Ghislaine Maxwell to my Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm gonna think of another example, but yeah,
Yeah,
she's like that.
wrong timing for that one. But why is she great at recruiting? Because she's attractive looking, or because of what she says?
I would say she's pretty attractive. You know, he's trying to incriminate you, right? I've told everyone here explicitly, I've not given my permission to screen record
Of course,
or use my voice in likeness. It doesn't
of
matter what
course.
country you are. If you screen record without my permission, you're breaking GDPR and the Data Protection Act of 2010. I can
Yes,
legally have you extradited
yes.
on British
So
soil.
yes, guys. So don't screen record or do anything.
Oh, I'm screen recording. Jen, again, do not think I will have you extradited, old lady.
Wait, who's screen recording? I'm gonna get rid of
Jen
them.
says she's get Jen up because she's been talking a lot of was in the comments. She's been giving it big licks in the comments. Get her up. Consent is key, 100%. Well, when it comes to recording, yeah,
Yes, you have to give
at
consent.
least in recording, yeah.
Jen, I ask you nicely, please don't screen record my friend here. I don't
A
know
lot of
why.
these people
Uh-huh.
sorry, host, but a lot of these people they're giving it big licks in the comments, but clearly none of them are requesting because I know you're letting guests up. I know if they're intimidated by me. Say this stuff in
Right.
the box. If you're that big and bad, say this stuff in the box. I know I come across as a scary guy, but I'm not like that.
Right. He's not scary, guys. Yeah, don't screen record. He did ask you nicely. And he said he would have you, I think, extradited. Is that what he said?
You can get listen if you break data protection after 2010. You've also got GDPR, which covers all of Europe. If you screen record me without my permission or likeness,
Of course.
that will not hold up in a court of law. First and foremost, so second of all, you'd actually be committing a crime.
They're committing, yes, of course. I would not worry about them.
David said, "Some of us have a job. Okay, work hard, decide I have to. Thank you, art enjoyer."
Right. But so Le Pen, what? She's a great recruiter for your group because one, the way she talks, two, the way that she looks. Is there anything else that makes her great at what she does?
She's a bit like me. She's a people's person. Does
Of
that make
course.
sense? Like we both
Yes.
know how to
She
talk
definitely
to.
seemed like a people person.
Like you said earlier, like we're both personable. We know how to
Yes.
what's the word? Talk to someone. Do you know what I mean? We know how to get on their wavelength. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Who is better at recruiting, you or Le Pen?
I'll say Le Pen is getting there. I'll say Le Pen is getting. Honestly, she's like obviously like she's never gonna be top brass. Like she's a chick, she's a woman, bro. I mean, she's never gonna be top brass. But like as far as a woman can go in an organization like that, like she's gonna do bits. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Haley.
So whenever this broadcast ends, somebody messages you and says, "Look, I agree with what you're saying." Oh, you're on Coffee Cup. I agree with what you're saying. You say, "Look, add us on Telegram," and then you just go through what, like a Q&A and see how real they are, or what
I mean,
happens
you
then?
ask that, like, you just vibe check someone, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can do that for anything, do you know what I mean? I've been involved in other communities prior to my conversion
Hmm.
where there's like a similar thing, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I was
But
heavily involved in
how
the
do you check
BDSM
their
community
vibe?
before all of this. Sorry?
How do you check their vibe? Like, what the fuck are you saying that you get either a good vibe, or B, you're like, no, they're full of shit.
Like, you ask, like, non-incriminating,
Hmm.
vague, vague but leading, but non-incriminating questions. Like, so, don't you think everything's so fucked up right now? Don't you just want to do something about it? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, like, I mean, the model world, like, look at what's going on with all the, like, LGBTs and all this, like, free
Hmm.
mixing. Don't you think it's all messed up? And then, you know what I mean? You kind of, so like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Like, it's kind of like, fuck, like, someone should do something about it.
Right, but how long would you have to talk to them before you bring them to the Friday meeting?
There's no specified time. It's you know what I mean. It's like the Friday meeting. That's the Friday meeting. That's like you know what I mean. That is where shit happens. You know what I mean. That is where big decisions are made. So you can't get in there lightly, bruv. You can't get into the community center lightly. However, it is like you do need to. You know what I mean, there's no specified time.
Right. It's just based on a vibe, right?
Yeah.
If you feel like they're trustworthy or whatnot. Yeah, that makes sense.
Smudge says so. You have
Have
to
you ever
trick
met
them. It's
some?
not tricking. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You can
I
respond
say
to Smudge. Go ahead.
Smudge says so. You have to trick them. It's not tricking. Half these people have these ideas themselves. It's just about putting them into paper. You know, and putting them into action. Do you know what I mean?
Right, but you've been doing this for, however long. You have not done anything, correct? You have recruited people, you attend the Friday meetings, but what's the most you have done when it comes to any serious action in taking out non-believers?
I've not done any serious action when it comes to taking out non-believers. I have, you know, how do I word this in like a non-incriminating way? I have done stuff that some may find unsavory to public infrastructure.
Right. Meaning what? Like vaguely, of course.
Yeah, full opinion. Yeah, no. Fucking Abdul's messaging me as well, saying the same thing. Like,
Wait, what's Abdul messaging you? What's he saying?
nothing. I was just talking to Lapin in the comments.
What did Lapin say?
She's saying careful, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, of course.
No, just like I've made it so that for this Kufar government, certain money will have to be spent.
Gotcha. So what, you do some damage to some property, so they have to fix it?
You said that, not me.
But that would be an example, right?
Some may say so, yes.
I gotcha. So the question is, once again, you doing graffiti on a government building, that's nothing, right? I mean, in all seriousness, yeah, they're gonna have to spend a couple $100 to get somebody out there and take care of it. But you have bigger aspirations, I would guess, than fucking graffiti or whatever the fuck you have done.
You'd be surprised how easy it is for a member of the, well, a quotation marks, member of the public to get access to the water supply.
Okay, so have you done that yet, or that's what in the works? No answer.
At the end of the day, like, people, I'm sure you get up to a lot of stuff in your personal time. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Qatar doesn't pay as well as you think it would. We have to get a lot of funds ourselves. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right, but have you done damage to any water supply yet? No. So that is the goal now?
Have I done any damage to any water supply yet? In the last 5 years of being, you know what I mean, fighting the good fight, I've not been sitting at home twiddling my thumbs now.
Okay, but once again, you spraying graffiti on a government building versus impacting the water supply in London, those are two different levels. And my guess is you're not the type, right? Le Pen said it. You're a strong mind. Graffiti is not your end goal, right? So the question, very bluntly, is: have you actually taken action on impacting the water supply for London or anywhere in the UK?
I don't just come and talk shit on TikTok all day, man. That would be very unproductive.
Understood. Yeah, but I don't see any. I haven't heard of any news of the water supply in London or anywhere in the UK getting impacted.
Have you heard of the analogy, the metaphor of a frog in boiling water?
Okay.
So
I
you put a
don't.
frog in a pot of water, and then
Okay.
you boil said water, and it'll become a very long time before the frog realizes that the water is boiling. And by the time it's boiling, they find out it's boiling. They're brown bread. You know what I mean? They're gone. They're unalive.
Gotcha. I got you. So it's a long-term effect type thing that whatever you have done to the water supply, it's more of a long-term effect that, like the frog in this analogy.
You said that, not me.
Of course. of course. So, but once again, somebody that has the strong mind that you do, I just have a feeling that spraying graffiti, something that is long term in the water supply, that's not really your thing. Your thing is an instant impact, remembered
Eventually.
eventually. Okay, so how do we get from a little graffiti to being a instant lasting impact, not a long drawn out thing? How do we get from point A to point B? Because I feel that Lepin believes in you. Just based off of this conversation, I
Like I said,
100%
we need
believe.
to put, even if it takes years, we need to put, do you know what I mean? What's the word?
Hmm.
We need to keep our finger on the pulse, and even if it
Of
takes years, we
course.
need to wait for that right moment to strike. Do you know what I mean? Because once we do the, what's that say? How do you say it? Once you finally do your life's work, you know what I mean? Your
Right.
magnus opus, bruv. That's it. It's lights out for our group. Do you know what I mean? More than likely. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And what? So you guys, whenever you meet on Fridays, you have mentioned that the marches are an easy target or a target of choice. Um, do you
I
feel
like
that if
marches.
you like marches, of course, everybody does. Do you feel that once you guys do target and execute a march, that whomever is in this group, all the planning, everything that has been talked about, it's now done. So you got to make sure if you're going to take your shot, it's got to be the perfect shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as being too patient. Do you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of the times when it's Friday groups, we're not even like, it's not. It is more like, how do we? Okay, don't get me wrong. Certain channels may be giving us some sort of monetary assistance.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not. You know what I mean? It only goes so much, especially living in one of the, you know what I mean, most expensive cities in the world. The upkeep, it is not like, I've got a disability. Some of the lads haven't. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of the times it is actually more about getting existing funds, and obviously some of those ways might be un-Islamic, but the end go like, the ends justify the means. Do you know what I mean? The Lord
Right.
will forgive us for anything we've done in this temporal world as long as we're doing them for the greater good.
So when you talk to your friends in Yemen, do they ever send funds to you just for you, not for materials, not for anything else? Do they
No, no,
ever?
no, no.
No.
That's the problem. So to upkeep like our kind of lifestyle, we've had to get involved in certain. I had to say this, like distribution of certain materials, as in like videos and stuff, pictures. We're involved in that to kind of upkeep, like keep the funds flowing.
But how much money can you make selling posters? That doesn't make any sense.
Selling coasters.
Oh, well, I don't even know what that is.
Did you say coast? What did you say?
I
Selling?
thought you said we're gonna start bringing in income for videos and posters.
No, no, no. Sorry, like videos and so pictures, videos and like pictures. That's how we make our income by on certain like Telegram's a big one. People, you know what I mean? Is it against our faith? Of course, but you know what I mean? What if you're in a Kufar system, you have to use Kufar channels to get your money.
Of course.
Does
And
that make
what?
sense?
Yes, of course. What are the videos of?
Just like, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to that kind of thing, like do you know what a whale is, like in an economic term?
Okay, a whale, yeah.
A whale will be like for example, on these gambling sites, it's only like 0.1% of the people that make up 90% of their revenue. Like most people just like bet a pound or two, but like, there's just few that would spend like thousands. It's kind we wait for whales that like certain kind of videos. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Certain
Everybody
kind of
likes.
content,
Yeah,
and we're
everybody
willing to
likes a
spend a good
certain kind
money
of
on it.
video. But okay, so you're targeting the bigger gamblers, sports gamblers?
But this is not, no, not gambling. No,
Oh, okay, okay. So, but what kind of
That was just an
videos?
example I give.
I gotcha. What kind of videos do you specialize in?
Just like content that is made in like Central Europe. Does that make sense? Central and
Honestly,
Eastern
I
Europe.
if somebody said to me what kind of videos are made in Central Eastern Europe, I would have no clue.
Just like stuff that you might not be able to find on OF or like Cornhub. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Okay. So you're not that way inclined. Can I get some videos? I have
So,
Telegram. I'll put my Telegram in the chat. Follow me and I'll give you my Telegram. Sorry?
okay, wait. So whenever you sell videos, whatever that is about, and what is it? Stuff you can't get on the normal internet, like black market shit?
Some may say, yeah,
Okay,
stuff that is illegal apart from in Japan, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
okay. So you're asking. So the question is, and I don't know what the answer is. What videos can you get in Japan but not here in America?
The Japanese are a lot more like lax with certain things.
Okay, such as I don't know what Japanese the Japanese allow versus what the rest of the world does.
Would you just like obviously everyone's got their what the word? Everyone's got their scratch that must be itched.
Okay, that's fair, but that doesn't answer the question. So you're on the black market selling videos that is allowed more approved of in Japan versus the rest of the world. So what is it? Like fucking kids doing dumb shit like kid porn or fucking animals? Which one?
You'd be surprised how
Uh-huh.
much people like people that are younger than them.
And we've come full circle because you have talked about hooking up with a 10-year-old femboy or no, 10-year-old girl. Do you find that there's anything wrong with that? Like, does your you're a religious man. Whenever you do you think there's anything wrong with that? Just point blank.
Well, of course, I believe in all smecks outside of marriage is awful, is disgusting, it's a sin.
Okay, but so if you were to marry a 10-year-old, that would be okay.
What me personally, I would need to know like what did she look like, what kind of what's her ethnic background, what's like,
Holy hell.
do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
I got you. So
Temperance.
if all the different variables line up, there are certain variables, whether it's looks or whatever the case may be, that you would be okay with that. And okay. So, but getting back to the black market part, so you are using this black market to sell videos that to what? To fund what your ultimate plan is, or just to fund day-to-day life, or both?
Uh, at the end of the day, like the money from you know what I mean, the money that may or may not be getting received from Qatar
Mhm.
is do you know what I mean? It's they don't, you know what I mean? It's kind of it's like any other normal military. Like they will pay for they pay for like in certain militaries. Like you kind of what's the word? You live off the land. It's kind of like that. Like they will pay for our equipment. They'll pay for
Of
the
course.
community center. But in terms of like feeding ourselves, well, I'm different because I get my disability for my quotation marks mental health. But like some
Right.
of the lads, they're like some of them are legal. You know what I mean? They don't have a facility to apply for any kind of benefits. So it's is it ideal? No, but is it necessary? Absolutely. You know what I mean? They need to eat. They need to have a place to stay. Do you know what I mean? Pay
Of
their rent.
course. Have you ever complained to Guitar that, listen, we need more funds?
You can't bite the hand that feeds you, man.
No, right, but just anytime you go to a boss and say, look, I want a raise, I think that's normal, or is you guys don't do that there?
Yeah, no, no. I mean, you kind of know, especially the way in which, like, because you need to remember, like, a lot of it would be in crypto, and so I don't deal with none of that side, but a lot would be in crypto and whatnot. It would be like quite. Do you know what I mean? You kind
What
of
is
have
it?
to get lucky with what you get. A lot of it is, and it's not like timed. It's not like a certain amount every certain week or month. It's like, you know what I mean? Oh, here's a drop. You know what I mean? Make do
So
until you get the next one.
how do you get the drop then? Like how, it's not consistent. So how do you know when you're about to get, funds?
So Moldova, have you heard of a country called Moldova in Eastern Europe?
Yes,
They lack a lot of red tape that a lot of European countries have, which
right.
makes the transferring of certain funds a lot more streamlined. Does that make sense?
Of course. And then what? It goes directly to you or it goes to your,
And no,
Friday
no, to
meeting
me, I
group?
don't deal with the money. I'm not like, you know what I mean? That will go to, you know what I mean? That will go to our commander.
Right. And then what? They disperse it based off what? If they, let's say they get
Like I said, none of it is used for us. Like it all goes to materials or the upkeep of the community center. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like everything else, we've had to use. I mean, and that's common with a lot of like the IRA do the same thing. They push like DRUGSs to fund their kind of, you know what I mean, their activities.
So is it fair to say that, 2026 is about to begin, and if you're in any type of business, you're making your projections for 2026. Is it fair to say most of your income will come from Qatar or will come from selling child porn on the black market? Which one will
You
fund
said
you
that. You
more?
said about CP. I never said nothing about CP. You're putting words in my mouth. You're
Okay,
trying to
or
incriminate me.
okay, 100%. Yes, that was dumb. So just the black market videos, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. So will you most of your income come from selling videos on the black market or from guitar?
It's pretty close. It depends, man. I'm not really like I'm not in charge of any accounts or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Right, of course.
I'm
But
mainly like I'm a pretty what's the word? Like I like to consider myself front line. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of obviously our main cause, and in terms of obviously our business side, I would consider myself front line. Does that make sense?
of course, of course. But how do you know when you're getting a drop from guitar or wherever? Will they say, "Hey, next Friday there's going to be a drop," or is it just the boss calls you up and says, "Good news, we got a drop today"?
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like that. It'll be like that. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't know. They don't trust him with the codes to nothing. Listen, if they try, at the end of the day, I need to know. I know as much as I need to know. Do you know what I mean?
Do
And
you
I'm
ever
not.
ask questions
I'm not
of
an
who?
egotistical person. Say
Of
again.
course. Do you ever ask questions of your commander, like, when are we going to see
Sometimes, and
more
if they
funds?
answer it, that means I need to know it. If they don't, then I don't need to know it. It's simple as that. That's how any kind of organization works.
Of course. And do you have requirements to, like, whoever your commander is, do you have requirements you must meet every month or every week? Whether it's recruiting or video so or anything.
Nah, nah. There's nothing like that. No quotas or nothing. You just kind of, you know what I mean. We just make it work. We are competent people. We can be competent people. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit like I'm quite good with what's the word? Like, obviously I do like the speaking and stuff. But I'm quite good with like recording that kind of thing. I'm good at camera work.
Of
So
course. But what the hell are you recording that that benefits guitar? That's what I don't get.
no, no, because so Qatar. So I'm recording. So Qatar is where we get some of our funds, but like I said, like that only go as far as it goes. We need to get funds through other means, non-Islamic means. Does that make sense? Like what I was talking about on like
So
Telegram and stuff.
I got, but no, I don't understand that
Are
part.
you
What
interested in like videos like that?
of the black market videos?
Just like, I don't know, like, have you got like, you know what I mean? Do you like stuff, forbidden fruit? Let's just say.
What the fuck? No, I'm not a fan of that. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that you're in contact with that are. So you're doing the recording of these things?
I participate in recording and other things. Yeah.
Okay. Um, so you're an expert in recording these black market videos, and then you get you get funds, you get paid based off the amount of buys of the video.
What do you mean?
Like you record a video, you upload it to the black market, or you're selling it on Telegram, and so each buy you keep the money yourself.
Uh, it's do I keep the money? Well, part of it, yeah. That's not like Qatar money. That's money that I've gone out of. That you know what I mean. Stuff that I've recorded, stuff I've acted in, the stuff like, you know what I mean. Like I do a lot on that side. You know what I mean? Because I was involved. Like remember, I was in prison, so I was involved in that kind of thing even before I was in the fold of Islam.
Why did you go to jail? Just vaguely.
I can't really explain it. It's difficult. I'm strong. Like Lipin said, I'm strong-willed, and
Of
I
course.
don't take. I don't like taking no for an answer.
So somebody told you no, and then you went to jail after
Some
because
may
of
say
your
so.
reaction to them saying no. And how you were in jail for what, 4 or 5 years?
That's correct.
Gotcha. And whatever you did to end up in jail for 4 or 5 years, if
I got a 5 stretch. I did 2.5 good behavior.
oh, okay, of course. If somebody said no to you for the same exact thing that you went to jail for, would you react the same way today?
Like obviously now I'm on my faith. Do you know what I mean? I try to curtail those kind of temptations. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, I try to not put myself in a situation where
Mm-hmm.
I wanna. Do you know what I mean? Pounce.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, is there a lot of people within your circle that they've been in jail? I assume so if you're
Well,
recruiting
yeah,
from,
yeah. Obviously, I met. You know what I mean? Our unit leader there.
he's been in and out of jail.
He has, yeah. He's a hardened criminal. He's older than
If
me. Yeah, he's done his Wandsworth, one of the most dangerous. I met him Wandsworth, one of the most dangerous prisons in the UK.
Wow. What is, 2026 is about to start. A lot of people will have new goals. What are your goals for 2026?
My goals is to get closer to the destruction of this Kufar government. We are, like I said, this is a long, very, very long fight, and you know what I mean. And
Uh-huh.
wars aren't one. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it will take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to reach our goals. But I think it will happen. I know it will happen.
Now, are you against the government or the non-believers, the non-Muslims in the UK
They're
more?
one of the
What?
same. They're one of the same. I'm against this Western Kufar degeneracy. Do you know what I mean?
But what about the Muslims that are in the UK government? Because there's a lot in the government there. Are you against them?
That's an oxymoron. You can't be a Muslim within the Kufar government. If anything, they're enemies within. They're like, the Jays. Obviously, I won't see it like this because I think the H course was a good thing. But there were certain Jays that actually helped the Schmatzis in the. They were called what's the word? Capos. I think they were called capos. They actually
Right.
helped in the concentration camps. They're basically equivalent to that. Do you know what I mean? The enemy within.
So if you had the chance to take out Sadiq Khan, would he be on the non-believers list because he is a Muslim, but he's serving in a government, so he would be
Sadiq
on.
Khan is a pride flag waving. If anything, he's worse than a kuffar. He's a Muslim in name only, and trust me, Sadiq Khan is not. I'm not a big fan of his at all.
Who's that in the background? I hear noise in the background. Who's over there?
Partner.
Your partner. You know, one thing I've noticed, like people in Australia and sometimes in the UK, you guys say that's my partner. That means your girlfriend, right?
Like my missus, yeah, my missus.
I gotcha.
We're not
And
civilly married, but we are like, you know what I mean?
I gotcha. So you live with your girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend. That's un-Islamic.
I'm sorry. So
So
okay, so
we're married in Islam, but we're not civilly married. I don't like having too much paperwork.
understood. Yeah, of course that makes sense. Um, and is she whenever you say, "Look, honey, I'm going to the Friday meeting," is she aware of what you guys talk about and do?
She's 14. What you? She's an adult now, Mad Max. What the fuck are you talking about? She
Don't
knows as
don't.
much as she needs to know.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So would she be happy if she knew all the things that are going on, or it doesn't matter that just you keep her out of it?
She is there to provide for any material, as in like, what's the word? Like, as long as my stomach is full and my loins are empty, I've got nothing to complain about.
And she does a good job of doing those things.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Is she she's Muslim herself?
Right. She's now Muslim, yes.
Would she ever come on here and talk to people?
Oh, no, I don't want her to talk to weird men online.
Of course. But is she on TikTok and stuff like that?
I don't feel comfortable with her having like social media. She doesn't need to like be doing all of that. Like she's good at home, just chilling, cooking, doing that
Of
kind of
course.
thing.
If I were to see, and once again, don't take this the wrong way, but if I were to see Le Pen and your, I'm so sorry, your civil wife or your Muslim wife, who is more attractive to a non-believer?
That's really really weird question.
Okay, fair enough. No problem.
I mean, they're both quite similar looking. Do you know what I mean? I do have like I'm drawn to a certain like what's the word? How do I explain it? Type of woman, like innocent. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Like
What do you look for in a partner most? Like,
it's
what are
like
the top three things?
submissiveness, innocence, youthfulness. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like a, don't know how to say it. Almost like a, you know what I mean? Quite
Like,
girly, quite like. Does that make sense to you?
the girl, yeah, because there are more masculine females, right? Um,
Look at your comment sections. You got that Jen. She looks like a bloke. Like half these girls that are giving me grief in the comments, they all look like blokes.
yeah, I don't pay attention in the comments. Um, how how old is your partner?
I don't know.
I got you. And how long have you guys been together?
Few years. We've been together a few years. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's great. I love love, so that's tremendous. If I asked her, and I'm not going to, but if I said to her, "What do you like most about your partner?" What does she like most about you?
I look after her.
You look after her, of
I
course.
make sure that she doesn't need to worry about shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Right. So you provide for her.
Yeah, that's correct. I provide for her. I make sure she doesn't need to be thinking about things like work or like, do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Education. Do you know what I mean? Like these like Western kuffar frivolities.
Right. Have you ever been tempted to get a second wife or a partner?
I have the financial capabilities for that at the moment.
Right. So 2026, your biggest goal is what?
To further my cause, to get one step closer to the destruction of this kuffar government.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. You know, Le Pen came up here. She complimented you. You're very strong-willed. You're a convincing man. You doing damage to a government building, that's nothing. You doing damage to the water supply, that is, you're saying it's going to have a long-term effect, like the frog analogy that you used. Is there plans in the work to fucking actually make an instant impact that goes down in history like you said that you want?
Nothing at the moment, no.
Are you disappointed at that?
No, because I know that I'm here for the long term. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm not a kid, but I'm not old at the same time. I've got hopefully got a few more years, God willing, on this planet. Do you know what I mean? I
Of course.
wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Whenever that day does come and there is a chance at a march or a parade or whatever the case may be, will that come from your commander right there or come from Qatar or somewhere else?
I mean, yeah, it can do. It can do. It'll be like it's quite. What's the word? It's kind of like everyone kind of just picks each other's brains, throws ideas, sees what sticks. That's how we kind of came up with the 13th of September plan.
And whenever the 13th of September plan did not work out, what that was not your fault, correct? You were not blamed for that. That was what, your commander or funds from elsewhere?
I mean, no, it was the logistics of it all. Like it was quite like honestly, it was a logistical nightmare. By the time the materials had arrived, it was too late to be able to manufacture them into something worthwhile. Does that make sense?
Of course, no, it does. Were you pissed off that it did not go the way that you envisioned?
A little bit, yeah. I was fuming. You know what I mean?
Right. So that plan, did that come from you, your commander, Qatar, somewhere else?
I believe it came from someone in Yemen.
Gotcha, of course.
Qatar don't obviously they need to keep their hands clean. You know what's going on in Qatar and that they need to keep, what they do is so when I bring up Qatar, what I mean is their government, the Qatari
Hmm.
fund, would fund certain what some may consider unsavory groups within North Yemen, which would get funneled into groups across Europe.
Right. And whenever, did you know on September 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, how far in advance did you realize that the September 13th plan was not going to, it was impossible to execute? Did you know a week before, a month before?
Yeah, probably a few days before I knew like this just isn't gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? This is just not gonna happen. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And because you guys did not get the materials needed, meaning putting shit together, you're more of an action guy, you're not Bob the Builder. The builders did not build quick enough or the materials did not
Materials came in too late. It was just honestly, it was a logistical nightmare. It wasn't. But at the end of the day, you live and you learn. You know what I mean? You need to
of course. We're,
crack a couple eggs to make an omelet. Do you know what I mean?
right, and your goal is to go down in history, your words. Would that, whatever the plan was, whatever the vision was on September 13th, would that have made history?
Yeah, it would have. Yeah.
Why'd you turn your camera on there?
I was just wanting to kind of because I could see a lot of J's in the comments. I just kind of wanted to like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Very classy.
It didn't happen, but it should have. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, makes sense.
I've got nothing against them. Don't get me wrong. It's
Of
never
course, of
personal.
course.
Got nothing against them. I just think they are the root of every problem, and they're subhuman. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah, definitely. Who do you hate more, a Jew or a Christian?
That's a close
Tough.
one. That's a close one because like Jays, because they're less in number, they're not really in your face. They're a lot more
Right,
conniving. I'll say on a person basis, definitely a J. Like if I had two Bullets and a J and a Christian
right.
and a Muslim was in a room, I'll put two in a J. Does that make sense?
you would put two in the J instead of using one on a Christian as well?
Yeah, exactly. Instead of using what, like, don't get me wrong, like, I can't stand like cross worship. I mean, they worship it under like they believe they worship it under like J. Do you know what I mean? So I can't stand
Hmm.
them either. But if I had two, yeah, I would be using instead of like taking the Christian out, I would just put two in the J.
But you have said that Sadiq Khan is worse than somebody
That's
worse than a
correct.
non.
He's worse than a J. If the Muslim in question was Sadiq Khan, then my answer would be different.
So okay. Does your whole group feel that way about people like Sadiq Khan, Muslims in the UK government? I thought
100%.
you
The
guys.
enemy within every single group has had the similar problem. I mean, look at the mustache man, the night of
Mhm.
the night of long knives. You know what I mean? They took down. Do you know what I mean? The benders in their group. They took down all the internal enemies. Oh, what was that? I forgot his name, but there was like a bender, a fruit in their group who they took down. And they kind of like cleaned up their group internally first before
Mhm.
taking on the Jays and the Gypsies and all of them people.
Of course. Would you consider 2025 a success for yourself?
Very much so, very much so. Especially on like the business front, we did a lot of bits in like I did a trip across Central and Eastern Europe. We got a lot of content produced, a lot of content produced.
Content meaning what? For the black market?
Content for Telegram.
Oh, and on Telegram, is that the black market videos you have spoken about?
Those are the videos that some people may consider unsavory.
Right. Okay. So 2026, the goals are keep making your content. Some people post videos of like cooking, you do your videos, and to take out as many non-believers. Is that a fair statement or no?
Well, for 26, I mean, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we'll continue making it putting a strain on the public infrastructure of the UK. Do you know what I mean? We'll continue upping our funds. Do you know what I mean? We're
But
actually
what
working.
you guys aren't doing anything. You stealing from the UK government saying you have a disability. Yeah, that I mean lots of people do that in my country and your country. So you have people like Le Pen that was up here and they believe in you and stuff like that. You're not 2026 I feel was just going to be more petty stuff.
You sure about that?
Of course, I'm not sure at all. I have no clue. But you being one of the, leaders for this group and just spoken to, you see Le Pen said just spoken to Bilal.
What's
Who's,
your
B-
point? Le Pen tried not to use names in the chat, please.
who's Bilal?
Brother, he's a you know what I mean. He's a comrade.
All right. And why was it important that your friend Le Pen puts that in the chat?
Me and Bilal kind of like butt heads. He doesn't like that I'm quite brazen. He's quite
Of course.
introverted. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. Le Pen said, forgive me. You're forgiven, sister.
You don't get to tell her that she's forgiven, bro.
I don't get to tell her that.
Correct.
Okay. Is she forgiven though?
Le Pen, you're forgiven.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. But why couldn't I tell her she was forgiven? It was an
Well,
obvious little mistake, no big deal.
because
Why
she
could?
doesn't need to hear it from a kuffar man.
Duh. Yes, I should have known that. That makes sense. But the biggest point is 2025. I said, was it a success? You said yes. We went across different places, got a lot of content, um, and I feel that maybe 2026 has the same outlook. Content and maybe some graffiti on government buildings and stealing funds, saying that you have a disability.
Have you ever seen a British post box?
The British post box? No, I don't even know
Yeah,
what
so
that is.
it's like it's
Oh,
kind of
like where you get your mail? Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
it's meant to. But it's where you put your mail. It's meant to be like an icon or you know what I mean, whatever. It's like the red little tubular post box.
Okay. What about that?
Dogs defecate a lot.
So basically, you're putting dog shit in people's mailbox. That's like people here in the States. They do that on what we call Devil's Night, like they egg houses and shit like that. And to me, it just seems like I, very amateur type shit. To be fair.
They're not like individual posts or like they're not someone specific. It's not someone's specific house. So that you have a few dotted around in each area, and all the people would post them within their letters and stuff within the post boxes, and the mailman, the post office man, he will pick them up on a certain day and distribute them to where they need to go to. So it will be
Yeah.
like a lot of people's letter. I mean, you need to think about how much strain. I'm not saying I do that, but you need to think about how much strain that will put on the mail system of the UK. People will be getting late like letters. People will be missing fines, appointment letters, all sorts.
I got you. But to be fair, the one thing you have said is you want to leave a mark on history. That's nothing. So I
Like I
think.
said, it's a war for attrition. It's like do you know what?
Oh, sorry.
Look at it's still happening. It's still happening today. Look at Russia, Ukraine. What they're actually doing is both sides are doing this. What they're actually doing is they're doing it so they're not aiming to a lot of. They're obviously people are going to get unalive, but they're actually not aiming to unalive. A lot of the times they're aiming to wound because if you unalive someone, that's it. They're gone, done, dusted. You bury them, whatever. You pay some. You try to pay some commission to their families, whatever compensation. But
Hmm.
if you wound someone severely, let's say the legs got blown off, they're going to be on disability their whole lives. You have to pay for their health care. They're going to be hospitalized. All of that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're aiming here. We're aiming to like unalive by 1,000 cuts kind of thing.
Right, but if you had the capability, my guess is if you guys had the chance to execute September 13th, the goal was not to have people spend time in the hospital. You guys, the goal, I'm guessing, was to murder as many people as possible. Or am I wrong?
But it was just a nightmare. I mean, it was like it was a logistical error. I mean, a few of us were like butting heads. We kind of we went out like the day before the shipment came in,
Hmm.
and like me and one of the boys, we'd play a lot of pool. You know, pool like the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
We play a lot of
Yeah.
pool, and we kind of like it was like
Who, whose call was it? Whose decision was it to say no? We're not doing it. We're not following through. Was it yours? Was it
I'll tell you the story. Fuck it, I'll tell you
Yemen?
the story. Like it was one of those ones. We were playing a bit of pool,
Right.
and like it was like so. I'm of the belief that when you get the black in, you can't rebound it. Like he has to go straight in. You can't like hit it off the cushion. He has to go straight in. And one of my
Hmm.
pals goes, "No, yes, you can." And it was like a massive argument, and like we kind of whole left the whole 13 thing. It was like we kind of stopped talking for a bit.
Gotcha. So the 13th of September didn't happen because you and your mate got in a fight, or because the materials did not.
It was kind of like it kind of divided the group. Does that make sense? We kind of like, do you know what I mean? It was like kind of like some people were like, "No, yes, you can hit it off the cushion." The others were like, "No, what? No, it's just the black. Like you can't hit it off the cushion." You know what I mean? It was like it kind of, you know what I mean? It
Right.
kind of caused a divide in the group, and I felt like a lot of that was the reason why we weren't able to facilitate the 13th.
Hmm. But are you guys reunited now? Like, are you guys on the same page now?
Yeah, we kind of decided like agree to disagree, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
People not say that name in the chat. Mods, can one of your mods like filter the
yeah,
comments? Like,
mods,
it's
get that
annoying.
mods, please. Um, but just looking at the whole 2026 thing once again, my prediction is a year from now we'll be looking back at 2026 and it will be a whole bunch of petty things, very much like this year. And I know you have
You don't, Patrick. You don't even know the other stuff we do. Like, do you know what I mean?
like
We
what?
do stuff like. Say again.
No, I don't. Go ahead.
Like, do you know what a councillor is? We have like councils, like local elected officials here, and we'll do stuff like I will send like a kid there, and they would like, and on all hours of the night, we would send like a kid, one of the young guns, fast runner. We got this one boy, he's quick as shit, and he would kind of like knock on their door really hardly, like proper hard, knock on their door,
All
alert their
right, so you do a
attention,
whole bunch of
and run
soft shit.
away. So
You
by the
guys
time
do
they
a whole
get
bunch
there,
of
no one's at
soft
the door.
shit. You guys do a whole bunch of soft shit.
What do you mean soft shit? Bro? I don't see you doing
Okay.
nothing. What do you mean soft shit?
Once again, I'm not sitting there saying my whole government is a joke and take down the whole government and not non-believers in what I believe in. Okay? You're doing a whole bunch of soft shit and that's reality. And you act like a big tough guy in front of people like Le Pen and stuff like that. God only knows what the fuck you're doing with people like Le Pen, but you're a pussy. That flat out. And just so you know, what the fuck's your name again? Daffy. I have a YouTube page. This whole conversation will be on YouTube by the time the sun rises. Do you fucking hear
Well
me?
done, my boy.
I
You
will.
just fucked
I will
yourself. You're
make
getting
sure. Yeah, I
extradited.
fucked myself. Yeah, I'll
You
get
are getting
extradited.
extradited. I
Get
will
the
see
fuck
you
out
in
of here.
court.
What are you gonna do? Put shit in my mailbox? You fucking
You're gonna get
bitch.
extradited.
Get the fuck out of here,
We
bro.
slash tires as well. You don't know
You've
what we
done.
have.
You
We
slash
slash
tires. Listen to you. You're a nobody. You're a nobody.
You think
But
I can't get
because
someone to egg your house? You think I
you're
can't get
a
someone to egg your house?
nobody, yeah, get somebody to egg my house. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Dolly. You're a dumbass. You don't know what to do. You want to act like a real terrorist, but you're not. You're a little bitch, just like most of you,
I'm
right?
the listen. I'm the
You're a
fourth
little
hardest. I'm
bitch.
the fourth hardest in my fucking unit, bro. Watch your mouth.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Hardest in my unit, like the
Not the fourth hardest. What the fuck?
Strongest in my unit.
Yeah, just listen to you. Just listen to this whole conversation that's going to be on fucking YouTube. You have thought about getting sucked off by men. Okay, you have said that.
No. You're taking that completely out of context.
I'm so sorry. Fem men.
Fem boys.
Okay, femboys, even better. You have said that you would consider marrying a 10-year-old, somebody in double digits, based off a lot of variables, how they look and stuff like that. You're a fucking weirdo, bro.
I'm the weirdo.
And I pray, and I'm not one that prays a lot, but everybody should pray that you get a knock on the door very, very soon, because the fucked up shit that you're doing from whatever videos you're recording and putting on Telegram and shit like that, you deserve to spend the rest of your life in jail.
In certain
you fucking
circles
hear
in Japan,
me?
it's considered an art form, all right?
It's of course your art, of course. It's an art form. You are the type of person that you're too dumb. You're too big of a bitch to really pull off anything major. However, the petty shit that you are doing, you deserve 1,000% to spend the rest of your life in jail. Okay,
You don't know.
1,000. Be honest with me, Doffy. You fucking groomed the fuck out of Le Pen, didn't you? You said you met her when she was 14.
No, I'm not groomed.
You groomed the fuck out of her, and I guarantee you, you did unsavory things with that young girl.
What do you mean?
Okay,
I've never done
you
anything
deserve.
more than No, you're talking shit. I've
Once
never
again,
done anything more than hand and mouth stuff with Le Pen. Shut your fucking mouth, bro.
hand and mouth shit. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. No problem. I promise you.
When Le Pen come up, displace these
No.
No.
Daffy. Once again, there are people in this broadcast that have been recording this whole thing, have already alerted us
to do that.
Once again, nobody gives a fuck what you give permission about. Do you understand me? Okay, I'm telling you right now, My goal, whenever I ask you my goal, or your goals for 2026, my goal is to make sure you end up back in jail. Do you hear me? That is
Listen,
my goal, is
you
to
just made a
make
dangerous
sure.
enemy.
Of course, so dangerous. So dangerous. He's going
You
around
just
London
crossed.
putting dog
You just
shit.
crossed Tariq Al-Brittani. Remember that, Tariq
Of course.
Al-Brittani.
Of course. All right.
Tariq of Britain.
I don't give two fucks about who you're quoting or who you're
I'm
talking
talking about me. You just crossed Tariq Al-Brittani. Watch your
Okay,
fucking
no
mouth,
problem.
bro.
Get them in here right now.
Me, Tariq Al-Brittani. You just crossed.
Oh, okay. What you said your address earlier, but somebody cut you off. Where you live, tough guy?
I live in Wallington, 21 West Avenue. Calm down if you're bad. Calm down. Because coming down will be easy, but leaving will be very hard, boy.
Of course, of course. And once again, I just want to be very clear with you. My goal is to make sure you go back to jail. All right? You're a terrorist, right? You're a groomer. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. And to be fair to you, you represent a lot of people that practice the religion of Islam. And that's the shameful part.
You cannot prove I'm still a PDF. You can't prove I'm still a PDF. You're talking shit.
Okay. So what have you been recording, tough guy?
Content.
Yeah, content. What have you been fucking recording?
You're trying to make it sound a lot worse than what it is.
Right. Is it legal to video record children having sex? Is it legal in the UK?
Not in 4 jurisdictions in Japan. It's not. No.
Okay. So you said you didn't say you were in Japan recording your content. You said you were across different countries.
It's a legal grey area. I don't want to talk about it.
Of course. But once again,
I'm not giving anyone. I'm not. I'm gonna lose my shit now. I'm gonna listen. Don't angry me.
Do you think I'm worried about somebody that thinks about sucking off other men? Do you think you scare me?
Don't angry. Listen, I'm gonna give you one chance to rescind the last 10 minutes.
I don't rescind anything.
I might leave it be.
I don't rescind anything. There are multiple people in here that have been recording this whole thing, have already forwarded it to people in the UK. I have multiple people that are living right in London, sitting in here right now.
If you don't stop what you're doing, I'm going to throw my phone against the wall.
Throw it. I dare you. You fucking pedophile terrorist. Oh, he really did.
That's it. Well done. Screen protector's gone. Well done. I hope you're happy with yourself.
Right.
Well done, Dave. You think I don't know your name, Dave? Well done, Dave. Screen protector's gone now.
Very good. You could read the chat.
Screen protector gone because of you.
Right. Well, once again, the good news is you won't have to worry about a screen protector because your ass will be back in jail very soon. Do you understand?
It's fucking Christmas. I can't get a new screen protector in till probably late December. Maybe even fucking Jan, bro. Did you fucking think about that before you started?
That's how dumb you fucking are. You're more worried about your screen protector than all the materials that are on that phone, right? All the materials that are on your computers at your house, right? You know for a fact, if I walked in that house right now and took your fucking laptop and your phone, you would be in jail for a very long time.
And you don't watch videos.
You know that. You know that.
You don't watch porn then.
You do. No. Nobody here watches fucking children fucking you fucking pedophile
You
terrorist.
said that, not me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Get your fucking facts right.
And I'm telling you right now, my goal is to make sure that everybody in here knows that you're a pedophile and a terrorist. They got Le Pen. Le Pen is somebody saying justice for Le Pen. Le Pen is somebody that was a lost soul, right? She was 14 years old when you met her, and you brought her into this terrorist group to do God only knows what for you and your mates when you guys meet every Friday. Just so you know, we already know. Just so you know, we already know where you meet on Fridays.
How do you know that? Who told you
Don't
that?
you worry about it.
Le Pen, get
Don't
the
you
fuck in
worry
here right
about it.
now. Get in
Don't
here
you
right now.
worry
Poppy.
about it.
Get in here right now. Message me on Telegram.
Okay, there are
What are you
people
talking about? What you're
there
well,
are
you're
people
lying.
in
You're
your
lying.
circle that you should not trust. I will tell you that, Doffy. All right?
And
We
you
know
telling me,
exactly where you meet on
so
Fridays.
you're fucking telling me this whole time you've been wired up?
No, you dumb fuck. Every fucking live on this app is recorded. Every fucking live I run on this app, I put up on my YouTube. And I'm going to put it up on YouTube. I'm going to tag every single police or law enforcement force in fucking London. Do you hear me?
Okay, listen, I specifically said several times in recording you don't have my permission. This will not hold up in a court of law and you will be
Okay.
extradited, my boy.
No problem. I look for. What do you think's more likely? And you're fucked up pedophile thinking about other men sucking your dick head. Do you think it's more likely that I get quote unquote extradited or your ass is back in jail? What
You
is
think
more
the
likely?
British embassy doesn't talk to the American embassy? I'm a British citizen. I have rights, bruv. I've got rights. So if you're
Right.
out there
Yes.
recording me and taking me out of context, trying to make me seem like a bad guy when I'm actually a good guy, you'll get done for that.
And what's
You get in
great
trouble
about
for
you?
that.
What's great about you? You grooming kids, you filming
Who
men
what groom?
having sex with children, you selling the children porn. What makes you a great person in your mind? Answer that.
What would you who
Yeah,
got groomed?
you hear?
I gave Le
Do you
Pen.
hear yourself? You're fucking stuttering.
Listen, Le Pen was brought up in care. She had no one around. I gave her a place where she was like comfortable, people she could talk to, interact with. And you're
No,
trying to make it out like,
what you got in Le Pen was somebody that was a lost soul, and you groomed
big
her.
up with the gifts. Thank you. Go on, sorry.
He said, "Pick up on the gifts." Unbelievable. Just point blank, you are worried about the wrong things right now. All right, and whenever you go to jail, and whenever your mate smuggles in a phone, I want you to search my username on YouTube and remember that this conversation is what led to you going back to jail. And
What's
as
your
you're sitting
YouTube?
at Yo Baby Daddy 2B, the link is in my bio. And as you're sitting in prison, remember you running your mouth in this broadcast here on Christmas morning is the reason you're back in
Well, guess
jail.
what? You done fucked up because I'm gonna
Yeah,
email YouTube right now and tell them that you have not got my permission to use my voice or my likeness in any of your content.
of
You've
course.
committed a federal crime. You've gone federal.
Of course. And I'll get extradited, right?
You think it won't happen? You think it won't happen?
That's how
You're laughing
dumb you
about
are.
it now. You think it won't happen?
I'm not even laughing.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Getting all cocky. It's happened before, bro. People have been extradited, and you will
Of course.
go to prison in British
I
soil.
got you. So, how about this? You tell me the last time an American got extradited for reporting a terrorist pedophile in the UK.
Bro, how's that relevant?
Well, that's okay. I think it's very relevant because that's exactly what's going on. You are in an American's TikTok broadcast talking about doing terrorist plots, pedophile things, recording children having sex with grown-ups and selling them on the internet.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
is art subjective? Yes, a yes or no question is art subjective.
Of course, art
There you
is
go. There you go.
subjective.
We agree then. There
Okay,
you go.
but the paintings that Le Pen was doing that you made her stop, that's not illegal. However, you recording girls like Le Pen that are under 18 having sex with grown men, is that legal in your country? Yes or no?
Technically not.
Is
What's
it
your point?
is it legal to sell it through Telegram or through any other means?
It's frowned upon by some people.
Okay. You say frowned upon, I say jail sentence. So however you want to say it, I have no problem.
Nah, you proper fucked up. I know exactly what
I
you're
proper
doing.
fucked up. I'm
Yeah,
the one that proper fucked up. Imagine you, the little bitch that you are, bragging that you want to kill as many people as you can, and bragging that you have recorded videos of children having sex with grown adults,
You
and
said that, not
bragging.
me. You can't
No,
prove that.
no,
I still
no.
do that.
Once again, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube, fuckface.
You cannot prove I still do
Okay,
that.
you are
You're
the
making up lies.
problem. You are the problem, Daffy. It's not me.
Show me proof I
Okay,
still do that. Show me proof I still do that. You're talking rubbish.
go to your laptop. Show me your laptop right now.
Give me like half an hour and I'll show you my laptop.
Why do you need a why do you need a half an hour, you fucking liar?
Give me half an hour, no, because it's like
The,
fucking eating like
Le Pen is in
it's
the chat saying this won't end well. Le Pen, I encourage you, okay? And I could tell by your voice, you're very young, Le Pen, and I feel that you got tangled up with a terrorist pedophile like Daffy. I encourage you, don't message me. There's plenty of reliable ladies in the chat. In My Skin, D-Light, Jen, message them. They'll help you.
Lippin,
Okay,
sweetheart, you know you're special and you know I
oh,
care about you. Don't accept any message requests from these weirdos.
no, I don't want anybody messaging you, Le Pen. I want you to pick one of the reliable ladies that I have here. D-Light, Jen, In My Skin, Free Iran was in here. Okay, no problem. In My Skin said, fuck you. Okay, message any of them and they will help you. All right, don't message any of the dudes. Message one of these ladies. They will help you. Okay, this guy is a terrorist, pedophile, groomer. All right, and I
Lippin,
understand.
you know daddy's not like that. Don't listen to them.
What? Be honest with me. What have you guys done with Le Pen?
No, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I met her when she was 14 or not done nothing with the bird. What are you talking about? We're just friends,
Okay,
bro.
okay. What's the worst thing that has happened to Le Pen while she is at these Friday meetings?
Nothing. She just chills there. We just like chill with her and like do stuff like no. You're just fucking no. You're twisting it. We've got a pure
But why did you?
relationship.
I got you. But why did you want to meet a 14-year-old girl from TikTok?
What do you mean? Because she's like nice and like innocent and you know what I mean, cute and like you know she's a chill person. Like do you know what I mean?
There were so many times through this conversation that I wanted to explode on you, but I was just waiting. And I mean this sincerely. I swear to you, you need to be in jail for
You don't mean
so
that.
many reasons. I 1000% mean that. You are a groomer once again. You said yourself, you went across to multiple countries filming content. That's what you said.
So it's a
The
crime
co-
to travel now. It's a crime to travel to see
no,
the world.
no, you dumb fuck. It's not a crime to travel. The crime happens when you start recording children having sex with grown adults. That's the crime, fuckface.
You have no proof. I still do that.
Show me your fucking laptop right now. You still do that, so you have done it. Thank you.
No,
You're,
that's not what I
yeah,
said.
no, no, no.
You're twisting my words to make me sound like a bad guy.
And that, no, I'm not twisting it. Once again, it'll be on YouTube for everybody to listen to. All right, it'll be on YouTube. No big deal. I will make sure it gets forwarded to every and we have the where your mom is located. I'm gonna forward it to your imam. I'm gonna make sure as many people as possible hear this conversation. All right, do you understand me?
I think okay, okay. I get. You know what? Fair enough. I get where you're coming from. I
Okay,
think let's be.
from the just look at the other shit you admitted to. Funds from Qatar, funds involving Moldova. All
No, let's
right.
get clean. No, listen. How about let's be men about this? We shake our hand, we go our separate ways, and we leave it be.
Oh, we're gonna go our separate ways. I will never have to talk to you again. I
Why
hope
don't
Le
we
Pen. I hope Le Pen reaches out to somebody that will help her, and it doesn't matter who we forward this to. My hope is by the time remember when I said what are your goals for 2026? My prediction is before the clock strikes midnight to bring in 2026, you are back in handcuffs. And you deserve every second you spend in jail.
Can we not just chalk this up to like a disagreement? Let's be men about this.
There was no disagreement, Duffy, and this is why you're dumb as fuck. All I did was ask very simple questions, and you answered them.
We've got a couple of differences in minor differences.
Yes,
in
it is illegal. Yes, it is wrong to film children having sex. It is wrong to sell those videos. It is wrong to groom somebody as innocent as Le Pen. It is wrong to work with a foreign terrorist group in other countries. There's a lot of wrongs here. You're right.
That's your opinion, and I respect it.
No, do you think the justice system in your country will agree with me or you?
I think that they will not be happy that you're recording British citizens without their consent. That you're unconsent. That could be classified as a form of assault.
Of course. Okay.
I told you, don't do this.
I'm the one doing the assaulting. How about talking about September 13th and you and your friends planning a freedom fighter attack on Tommy Robinson's whatever. Okay.
Wait till they hear the water source. None of you can fucking prove that I put laxatives in that fucking well. None of you can prove that.
And I'll be honest with you, Duffy. You putting laxatives in the water supply, you putting dog shit throughout the mail system in the UK, honestly, that's nothing. However, this is where the problem, that's amateur bullshit. You're a dumb fuck terrorist. Once again, can you get charged for that? Yes. Is it really a danger? Not really. But you sitting there and planning an attack on September 13th, you filming children having sex with adults and selling that content, that's where the real jail time comes in.
How about...
Okay. And every fucking minute you spend in jail, I want you to watch my YouTube and replay this video from Christmas morning.
Listen,
okay?
Listen.
Show me your face.
Camera.
Show me your face.
I can't do that right now.
Okay, show me your face right now.
I've got anxiety. Legally, you can't ask me to do that.
Okay, of course. Show me your face. How about this? I'll give you one shot. Show me your face. I won't upload it to YouTube.
You promise?
I promise.
But then you're going to screenshot my face. I trusted you once, and
no, I'm not. I'm not going to screenshot anything.
But last time I told you not to screen. No, I'm not going to show my face. I'm not had a haircut, nothing. I look a bit like, you know what I mean? I'm not done my skincare, nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I've come on camera to level with you.
You're not on camera. Show me your face.
You can see my
Show me your face for 5 seconds. I won't upload it to YouTube.
I don't trust you. I've come on camera to humanize myself and to level with you. I get
you're
it. Maybe I've done a couple things. I've done a couple things that some people don't agree with. Fair enough. I'm happy if you leave this be. Don't call the police and don't put this on YouTube. I'm happy to apologize. And you know what I mean. And I promise you, I'll try my hardest not to do it again. Promise.
Okay, show me your face. 5 seconds. Show me your face, and I won't put it on YouTube.
I don't have the facilities to do that right now.
What do you mean the facilities? You have a face and you have a phone.
I cannot be legally. I'm not supposed to be on social media. Does that make sense?
So you are a registered pedophile.
I don't like that term.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so we've come now full circle. You're a registered pedophile that you're not even supposed to be on the internet. Okay? And you're on the internet talking to people like Le Pen.
Listen, they call anyone a PDF nowadays. You can't just you can't fall for that nonsense, man. They call anyone a PDF nowadays. Come on, bro.
Okay, so why are you on the internet if you're not supposed to be?
What? I'm
unemployed. Bro.
I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do with my fucking day, bro?
I'm sorry, are you... So, what, you think... you said... another thing you admitted to, that you are using the system by lying and saying you have a disability.
I do have BPD, severe BPD. I do have like
I
mood
don't know what
swings and
that
stuff
is.
like that.
Of
Like, so
course,
basically,
of
like, I have
course.
mood swings. Like I have like some days I'm like alright, like I split on people. I kind of get obsessed with people. Like it's
Hmm.
complicated, yeah.
Okay,
And I
so
think a lot of it is like I'm a Sagittarius as well, so a lot of it
of
just gets
course
amplified
that's a
by
good
that.
excuse. So whenever you went to jail for being a pedophile, the judge said to you, "Stay the fuck off the internet. Don't talk to underage girls." I assume, based off what you're saying. Why is it that you're still doing it?
I took it more as like a recommendation. Does that make sense?
I got you. So if the judge finds out that you're still on the internet, do you think he considered it a recommendation? No, he
Bro,
considered
bro,
it
bro. At
an
the end of the day,
order.
like, why should the government have any say in what I do? Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not doing nothing
Why?
violent with
Why
them.
should the government, that judge or whoever told you? I don't know about the criminal justice system in the UK. I assume it's a judge that told you that. But the reason why he said stay off the internet is because you're a pedophile. You are attracted to young people, and that is wrong.
Wow, someone just said in your comments to K myself, and I've got mental health, and I'm a
Okay.
Sagittarius, so I take stuff like that to heart. So you
Oh,
need to be
okay.
very, very careful what you do, bro. Like you're like, do you know what I mean?
Right. You could play your mental card whenever the cops show up there or whoever, whatever law enforcement shows up at your door. But people like you that do horrendous things with kids, you should either A, spend the rest of your life in jail, or B, taken outside on your front lawn and allow people like me, about 40 of us, to just light you the fuck up. Where'd you go?
I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I
Okay.
think, I think part of being an adult is realizing not everyone is going to agree with you, and that's okay.
Okay. And anybody that sits there and defends pedophiles, they should also be on your front lawn and allow 40 people like me to light you all up.
I don't,
Anybody that sits there and defends pedophiles.
I don't identify as a
Anybody. How many people have bought videos that you sell?
Listen, at the end of the day, people are independent content creators. No one wants to like. Do you know what I mean? There's especially like you're trying to make like this is why small businesses in the UK
Shut the
and the
fuck up.
US are
You're
struggling.
not a small business. You're a fucking pedophile. Stop it. Okay, you're not on TikTok making cooking videos or putting elf on the shelf videos and what cute little